Chapter 367. Xiao Runing stood beside Han Chushua and looked at the arena. This girl joined the Heavenly Star Academy 5 days ago. At first, everyone thought she was just an ordinary Qi-building realm student, but after she joined the Heavenly Star Academy, she fought all the way to the advanced class. Just like Lin Xian, she directly revealed the strength of the mysterious Heaven Realm. At that time, she even caused a sensation in the Heavenly Star Academy, not inferior to Lin Xian at that time. Xiao Runing said to Han Chusha and Han Chusha, "Mysterious Heaven Realm at such a young age. Very powerful. What about her fighting ability?" Xiao Runing said, "It's said that she beat Chen Cheng not by strength but by absolute fighting ability." The two girls were shocked. Mysterious Heaven Realm at such a young age was powerful, but it was not surprising because her family could bring her out to hunt powerful beasts every day to raise her realm. Logically speaking, if they wanted to, they would have already reached the Law Realm, but if her fighting ability was strong, it would be a different concept. What about her attributes? I don't know, she never revealed what her attributes were. The most inconspicuous one is the strongest one among them. This Lin Xian's luck is really good. Ling Ying smiled helplessly. Lin Xian only knew one little lowly, Miao Xiao Miao. In Lin Xian's opinion, Miao Xiao Miao was definitely the top little lowly. High realm, high IQ, beautiful and strong fighting ability. But this little lowly, although not as beautiful as Miao Xiao Miao, she was even more powerful. So powerful that it was a bit exaggerated. "Please advise me." The little lowly cupped her fist towards Lin Xian. Please advise me." Lin Xian also cupped his fist. Whoosh. Then the little lowly directly rushed towards Lin Xian. Mysterious Heaven Realm 2 stars. Her realm was obviously higher, but she only released the power of Mysterious Heaven Realm 2 stars to preserve her strength. Lin Xian knew that, but was it a coincidence that she was at Mysterious Heaven Realm 2 stars? Or did she already know that he was at Mysterious Heaven Realm 2 stars? Lin Xian did not know. Bang! The two of them continuously threw out punches one after another, and the speed of their punches gradually increased. Everyone could only hear the whistling of the wind and the sound of their fists colliding. Turtle! This Heavenly Star Academy's little lowly is so fierce. Why is Lin Xian retreating? Is she that strong? Every move is extremely fierce. I don't think it's any worse than Ling Ying's. Whose girl is this? Why haven't I seen her before? When they started to fight, the battle strength that the little lowly displayed, the degree of her attacks had already exceeded everyone's imagination. From her every move, it could be seen that she was an expert, and it was a very powerful one. Chen Cheng sneered. Although he did not want to admit it, but he felt that this little girl who had suddenly joined the Heavenly Star Academy was stronger than him. This was the truth. At that time he was indeed hung up and beaten. He had even released his elemental power, but she hadn't. He was still defeated. He was convinced by this little girl's prowess. Lin Xian was dumbfounded. *CK. This little lowly was too fierce. Lin Xian had to admit that he had lost when it came to pure combat prowess and martial arts. And it was a big defeat. He could not beat her. He definitely could not beat her. Ding. You have triggered the quest. Confessing little sister. Quest reward void. Quest duration 2 months. Quest punishment. Level 0. Current status. Forced to accept. Lin Xian. Dumbfounded. As they fought, Lin Xian was dumbfounded. How did he trigger a quest? In the past, when he triggered a mission, the target would always be a top-notch beauty. Although Miao Xiao Miao was a little lowly, she was still a little beauty who could make Lin Xian want to harm her despite his guilt. Although this little lowly's voice was very sweet and pleasant to listen to, her appearance could only be considered average. That's why this was a man. Looking at the appearance was indeed the most important thing, followed by the character. When the appearance was not enough, the character was also too lazy to look at. This was the truth. That was indeed the truth. But this made Lin Xian very embarrassed. This little loli was quite cute, but her appearance was not enough. The most embarrassing thing was F***ck. It was a confession quest. 2 months. If he failed, his level would be 0. F***ck. What the hell? Also, what was the quest reward? Was a void. What was a void? This concept was too broad. Lin Xian did not understand at all. Also, F***ck. Blue skinny. In other words, this little lowly Lin Xian had no choice but to woo her, right? I say, Miss System, you triggered a quest to look at her. Can we look at her appearance? Can it be the same as before? Is it your taste or mine that is not good enough? Lin Xian dodged the attacks while conversing with the system. This little lowly was not very ugly, but she was not the good-looking type either. In any case, she looked very mediocre. We have to look at her appearance too. That's right, Lin Xian was indeed such a tacky person. But it was very realistic, right? Don't be fooled by the appearance of things. The system's voice came. You're still pretending to be deep in front of me. Lin Xian was helpless. Don't be fooled by the appearance of things. Could it be that this little girl was actually very beautiful? Disguise. Bullsh *t. How could there be such a powerful disguise technique in the modern world? It could be seen with a single glance. Also, Lin Xian's eye of insight should be able to see through her even if she was wearing a mask. The system did not reply after that. Lin Xian was extremely embarrassed. But he could not woo her. If the quest reward was trash or nothing, Lin Xian would not be bothered to do this quest. But this was another quest reward that would reset his level if he did not complete the quest. He could not take it. Wait. Up. Lin Xian leaped back to increase the distance between them. That little lowly really did stop. You admit defeat. I can't beat you. Hua! Hearing Lin Xian's words, everyone exclaimed. Lin Xian could not beat this little lowly. Was this a joke? Although they did not want to admit it, Lin Xian's strength was obvious to everyone. He was indeed very powerful. He could not beat such a small little lowly. Was this a joke? Then admit defeat. The little lowly said. I won't admit defeat. Because I still have another move. To be honest, this little lowly had attracted Lin Xian's attention. She was so young but her combat power was so strong, and her realm was so high. The key was that no one had seen her before. Very powerful. Space jump. Lin Xian then silently released a space jump, preparing to teleport her out of the arena. As long as he could get her out of the arena, it would be his win. However, Lin Xian did not have much hope. So, he wanted to see if she could release a higher realm power to break free from the power of space. Chapter 368. Seeing Lin Xian release the power of space, the little lowly was slightly surprised, but she didn't panic at all. Lin Xian frowned. What was going on? Why was nothing happening to her? If her realm was high, but she only released 2 stars of Mystic Heaven Realm. No, even if she released 4 stars of Mystic Heaven Realm, she wouldn't be able to break free. But she was completely fine. She was just standing there. It was as if Lin Xian's power of space had lost its effect. Well, Lin Xian was sure that it hadn't lost its effect. Then why wasn't it working? She didn't release any power higher than 4 stars of Mystic Heaven Realm to break free. Then why wasn't she doing anything? She didn't release any power, but she didn't move at all. She wasn't affected by Lin Xian's space attribute. There was only one possibility. She had also mastered the power of space, and she was even stronger than Lin Xian. She could easily break down Lin Xian's power of space. Moreover, her mastery of space had to be much stronger than Lin Xian's. Others couldn't see through it because the way she broke down Lin Xian's power of space was very subtle. She didn't even release any power. Lin Xian was dumbfounded. What kind of monster was this little lowly? When she saw Lin Xian's eyes, she knew that Lin Xian must have found out that she had the space attribute. But what harm could it do? What was the point of fighting? Even if she released her elemental power, she wouldn't be able to win even if she took out her spiritual weapon. Her only advantage was the space attribute, but she had it too, and it was even stronger. What kind of demon was this little lowly? I can't win, I can't win. I'm not fighting anymore. Little girl, can I add you on WeChat? Lin Xian grinned. Everyone. What the F***CK? Everyone was stunned by Lin Xian's words. You can't win and admit defeat, okay? Fine. To you. But why did you want to add her on WeChat? Lu Yufan and the others were also stunned. Then, in Lin Xian's mind, a few system notifications from the jealous ladies appeared. No, at the very least, Lin Xian had to have a way to contact her. This was her mission objective, and she had to complete this mission before she could do it. Oh, being a man is so tiring. I wish I could be a woman and lie down. When the little lowly heard Lin Xian's words, she revealed a surprised expression. Just add me on WeChat. Lin Xian took out his phone and pointed at it. The little lowly's eyes continued to be confused. Lin Xian, don't tell me you don't know what WeChat is. The little lowly nodded. Normally, with her personality, she would leave immediately after hearing Lin Xian admit defeat. However, when she looked at the phone in Lin Xian's hand and the term Lin Xian just said, she was surprised. She wanted to know more. She had seen Lin Xian's phone more than once in school. She had taken it from more than one person, but she had never asked. Lin Xian frowned. It shouldn't be. Logically speaking, living in the city, it was impossible that she didn't know about WeChat. Could it be that she was too young? Then, add a QQ. What's your QQ number? Everyone. The little lowly shook her head. Lin Xian. No. Even if you're a few years old, you should know how to QQ. It's impossible that you don't know how to QQ. Did she just come out from the mountains? However, Bing Lingyue and Ling Longshui didn't know either. Could it be that she was the same as them in some way? Impossible, right? Lin Xian was shocked by his own guess. Then give me your phone number. She continued to be confused. Do you have a phone? The little lowly. Everyone looked at them dumbfounded. Do you know what this is? Lin Xian waved his phone. Some kind of spiritual weapon that can emit light and sound. Lin Xian. No. She didn't even recognize the phone. This little lowly was definitely not someone who lived in the city. Either she had just entered the city, or she was the same kind of existence as Ling Longshui and the others. This was a bit exaggerated. No wonder the system would give her a mission. She was not simple. The little lowly seemed to have lost her patience with Lin Xian. She said, Are you still going to fight? If not, then get off. No, I can't beat her. Then Lin Xian walked off the stage. Everyone was stunned. What's going on? Ling Ying asked as she moved closer to Lin Xian. I can't beat her. Really? I really can't beat her. Believe me. You can't beat her either. Ling Ying. But I only feel that her combat ability is very strong, but as for the rest, you don't want to fight her even though she has the space attribute. She also has the space attribute, and she's stronger than me. Lin Xian said. Ling Ying. What a shocking existence. Ling Ying looked at the little lowly from afar. She didn't think that Lin Xian would lie at this time. A young girl with the space attribute who didn't lose to Lin Xian in terms of combat ability. She had basically secured the first place in the Tianwu tournament. Qin Cheng was stunned. He wanted to let the little lowly beat up Lin Xian, but Lin Xian admitted defeat just like that. He didn't even try to resist. At least try to use a martial skill. Let him see your bottom line. He admitted defeat without even using a martial skill. Everyone was dumbfounded. Xiao Runing naturally heard Lin Xian's words. How do you know about the space attribute? We didn't feel her release any power. I tried to use the space attribute to move her out of the arena, but she didn't move at all. She wasn't affected at all. At the same time, she didn't release any power that was higher than mine. There's only one possibility: she's immune to my space attribute. That means her control over space is much stronger than mine. Lin Xian said. How mysterious. Xiao Runing's beautiful eyes looked at the little girl, and the little girl also glanced at them, then turned her head away. Well, Lin Xian felt that he had to communicate with her. He had to do this mission. Lu Yufan and Yi came over. Lin Xian, you can't beat her. Lu Yufan didn't want to see Lin Xian beat up a girl, but Lin Xian couldn't admit defeat. How can I not beat her? I saw that she was young, so I went easy on her. What if she lost and sat on the ground crying? Lin Xian explained. I knew it, how can you not beat her? Lu Yufan giggled. It seemed that Lin Xian was still a gentleman. Ling Ying, Xiao Runing, and Han Chushu secretly rubbed their foreheads when they heard Lin Xian's bragging. Really? What a way to brag. I'll go talk to her, Lin Xian said. Talk about what? The girls looked at Lin Xian curiously. It was normal for Lin Xian to like pretty girls, but this little lowly wasn't too pretty. Although she wasn't ugly, she wasn't pretty either. Even if Lin Xian was a pervert, they would accept him liking a little lowly. But according to their understanding of Lin Xian, he should like pretty girls. Chapter 369. Xiao Runing looked at Lin Xian and said, No wonder you can't find a girlfriend. Turns out that you like this kind of girl, pervert. Lin Xian. No, Miss Xiao, you're wrong. It's not that he doesn't want to find a girlfriend. It's that he can't find one. Ling Ying added. Lin Xian. Pucci. Lu Yufan and the others couldn't help but laugh. Even Han Chushue revealed a smile. I can't find a girlfriend. I can't find a girlfriend like this. I'll beat you to death with a hammer. Come on. Ling Ying stared at Lin Xian without any fear. Okay, you two are always messing around. Xiao Runing knew that they had a good relationship. Even now that Lin Xian and Linya were living in Ling Ying's house, it was normal for them to mess around with Xiao Runing. I'm leaving. I'm going to play games with the little girl. Lin Xian finished speaking and walked away. They were stunned. Why is Lin Xian looking for that girl? Lu Yufan asked in surprise. It didn't make sense at all. If the little girl was beautiful and delicate, Lin Xian looking for her would be understandable. But she wasn't beautiful. They didn't look down on the little girl because she wasn't beautiful, but they couldn't understand Lin Xian's actions. Who knows? None of them understood Lin Xian's thoughts. Lin Xian flirted with her. Impossible. Although they said that Lin Xian was perverted, the real him shouldn't be that perverted, right? And he shouldn't be that desperate, right? Many people watched as Lin Xian walked towards the group of people from the Heavenly Star Academy, and then greeted the little lowly. Everyone was stunned. What was this Lin Xian trying to do? He had already flirted with all the beauties in his own academy, and now he was flirting with girls from other academies. That can't be, right? Chen Cheng looked at Lin Xian, who was beside him. He was also dumbfounded. Lin Xian, what are you doing? Chen Cheng stared at Lin Xian. This Lin Xian had two beautiful girlfriends. Of course, he wasn't sure if they were his girlfriends, but there were so many beautiful girls around him. Was it normal for him to come and chat with the students of his own school? It was abnormal in anyone's eyes. Young Master Chen, as a member of the Sky Martial Court, it's only right for me to interact with the other students. I'll go to your hotel for a meal another day, Lin Xian said with a smile. Chen Cheng was stunned. Whatever. He didn't know how to talk to Lin Xian. After all, Lin Xian was right. There was nothing wrong with exchanging pointers with students from other academies. After all, they were here in the name of exchanging pointers. Little Lowly glanced at Lin Xian. What's the matter? Nothing, I'm just here to get to know you, Lin Xian said with a smile. There's nothing to get to know, she said coldly. Was this still the cold little lowly? I want to ask you about the space attribute, is that okay? No, Lin Xian. I'll take you to eat something delicious. I know a few good restaurants. I'll treat you. Little Loli glanced at Lin Xian. Hey, don't tell me you want to kidnap little Loli. One of the students from the Heavenly Star Academy looked at Lin Xian and said quietly, Lin Xian. Damn. Brother, I just like to make friends. Lin Xian said awkwardly. Needless to say, he did seem to have such thoughts. He wanted to woo her. That person stopped talking. Then Lin Xian took out a lollipop, peeled it, and passed it to her. Here. Little Loli took it in astonishment. What is it? It's delicious. Try it. Then she stuck out her tongue and licked the lollipop. Her super beautiful eyes lit up. Ling Ying clenched her fists when she saw Lin Xian from afar. Damn it. He's taking my lollipop and giving it to other girls. F***ck. Damn it. It was obvious that she had never eaten it before. This girl is a little mysterious. Lin Xian liked to be mysterious. I'll take you to eat more delicious food. Do you want to come? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Don't worry, I just want to learn about the space attribute from you. Then, everyone was dumbfounded when they saw Lin Xian leaving the Sky Marshal Court with little Loli who was eating a lollipop behind him. This is crazy. I'm Lin Xian. What's your name? Lin Xian. Her cute brows furrowed slightly. She knew this name. Was it the same name? Ling Longyue. Then she said casually. She did not want to hide it. What was so special about this name? They did not know anything about it anyway. Little did she know that Lin Xian knew about it. Lin Xian. Ling Longyue. What the F***ck? This name reminded Lin Xian of Ling Longshui. Ling Longshui had a younger sister. Is she Ling Longshui's younger sister? Moreover, she has the space attribute. No way. No way. Ling Longshui is very beautiful. How can she have such a beautiful elder sister and an ordinary-looking younger sister? No way. It must be a coincidence. It's definitely a coincidence. Do you have an elder sister? Lin Xian did not know why he asked this question. The moment Lin Xian finished his question, he felt a monstrous murderous intent. He was shocked. F***ck. Something's not right. It seems to be her. That's right. It's killing intent. And it's coming from this little Loli. Although it was only for a moment, Lin Xian was too familiar with this aura. What do you mean? Ahahaha. Lin Xian quickly scratched his head and laughed. Ha ha ha, well, we have a celebrity called Ling Long something. This surname is very rare, so I was just joking. She can't really be your sister, right? Celebrity. What's her name? Her name is Ling Longyue. Ling Longyue shook her head slightly and crushed the lollipop in her mouth. Do you have more? Yes, yes, yes. Then Lin Xian passed her another lollipop and picked up his phone. Hey Xiao Linglong, what's your sister's name? Lin Xian sent a message to Ling Longshui. Ling Longshui was shopping and eating lunch with Bing Lingyue. She took out her phone and saw Lin Xian's message. Why are you asking this? Ling Longshui sent it over. Nothing. I'm just asking. Ling Longyue. Lin Xian. He was crazy. This was not a coincidence. This must be Ling Longshui's sister. A strong little girl with a space attribute. Her name was the same. And when he mentioned her sister, there was something strange about her. All the coincidences could not be a coincidence. This was Ling Longshui's sister. Is your sister pretty? Lin Xian asked again. Pretty? That was not right. This little Loli was not pretty. Wait. The system lady said that he could not judge a person by their appearance. Could it be that she was really in disguise? But why couldn't the eye of insight see through her disguise? If I say that I'm with your sister, would you believe me? Chapter 370. Lin Xian was certain that Ling Longshui was Ling Longshui's biological sister. Ling Longshui didn't believe it. Lin Xian was with her sister. That was impossible. Her sister hated Lin Xian to the core. It was good enough that she didn't kill Lin Xian, but she was with Lin Xian. That was impossible. But her sister only knew the name Lin Xian, but she didn't know what he looked like. That day, they were only looking at him from above. If she hadn't interacted with Lin Xian, she wouldn't have been able to recognize him. But she knew her sister's temper well. She was one of those lawless existences. No matter who you were, she wouldn't care about you. Even if you were more powerful than her, as long as you offended her, she would go crazy beyond imagination. So, if she met Lin Xian, then Lin Xian would be dead. Also, how could she be with Lin Xian? The world was so big, how could she find Lin Xian? That was impossible. Then Ling Longshui replied to Lin Xian, "Goodbye." Lin Xian. He was dumbfounded. Goodbye. This Ling Longshui was poisonous. Goodbye my ass. Hey, I'm serious. Your sister is beside me. Ling Longshui was silent. I'm serious. Then her avatar turned gray. Lin Xian. What did it mean when it turned gray? Either she was invisible, or she was annoyed by Lin Xian and went offline. Damn it. That was her sister. Why didn't this girl believe it? It was normal for Ling Longshui to not believe it. Why would her sister appear in the human world? She was a member of the Myriad Demon Alliance. She came to the human world to experience human life. She couldn't think of any other reason for her sister to come to the human world other than to kill humans on behalf of the Myriad Demon Alliance. So Lin Xian couldn't be with her sister. What's wrong? Bing Lingyue looked up and asked Ling Longshui. He said he was with my sister. Ling Longshui shook her head and said, "We haven't met before, and he and my sister are enemies. If they were really together, he wouldn't have had a chance to send a message. He wouldn't be that bored." Bing Lingyue paused and said. After she finished speaking, she hesitated again. It seemed, he was really that bored. Ling Longshui then looked at the delicious food in front of her and stopped thinking about it. Lin Xian put down his phone helplessly. This girl didn't believe it. She didn't believe it. Although Ling Longshui wasn't pretty, Lin Xian was sure that she was Ling Longshui's sister. She must have used some kind of disguise. Because in this world, there weren't so many coincidences that converged at one point. If she didn't believe it, then so be it. Then Lin Xian sent another message to Ling Longshui. "Just you wait, I'll make you my aunt." Lin Xian sent this message and suddenly felt that it was inappropriate. Then he deleted it. Ling Longshui was invisible. When she saw the message, she took a look and saw that it was deleted. This girl was a curious creature. When she saw that it was deleted, she knew what she wanted to see. That's right, this girl sent 3 question marks to Lin Xian. Question marks my ass. Lin Xian chose to ignore her this time. Didn't he ignore her? Then, she would ignore him and let him feel the feeling of being ignored. Needless to say, it was really useful. Ling Longshui's phone was placed at the side. Every few days she would look at it. When she didn't see Lin Xian replying to her, she was annoyed. At this moment, Lin Xian kept his phone and began to focus on conquering this Ling Longyue. He took a look at the favorability rating. That's right, it was a real favorability rating. This small amount of favorability was probably due to the lollipop he had given her. But it was still okay. At least it wasn't a negative number. But this was a little lowly. Little lowless were easy to fool, right? That wasn't right. She looked like a little lowly, but she had lived for a long time. Lin Xian wasn't sure. He wasn't sure how to treat her. Let's coax her first. That little yeye. Ling Longyue. A lowly human actually called her that. Damn it. But thinking about her purpose of coming, she endured it. My name is Ling Longyue. She emphasized her words. There's nothing wrong with that, little yeye. She clenched her fist slightly and then loosened it. What's the matter? What do you want to eat? Why don't I go home and cook noodles for you? I don't want to eat noodles today. Ling Longyue ate her lollipop and then looked at Lin Xian and said, "Another day then." Lin Xian had a headache. If this was an ordinary little loli, it would be easy for him to hook up with her. But she wasn't. And he had to pay attention to his words and actions. Previously, he had chatted with Ling Longshui about this little sister. Of course, he knew that this little sister wanted to kill him back then. It was indeed dangerous to be with someone who wanted to kill him and had the ability to kill him with a raise of her hand. Lin Xian didn't hide from her. Instead, he brought her along. He was quite bold. In front of them was a very famous stir-fry restaurant in Tianhua City. How should it be described? It wasn't luxurious. If one had to count, it was probably 2 or 3 stars. The decorations were very warm and simple. Lin Xian really liked the taste of this restaurant. Many years ago, Lin Ye came to their house to learn from them. Simply put, the taste of their food was similar to Lin Xian's. The food here is very good. Since I have something to ask you, I will definitely bring you here to eat the best food. Ling Longyue didn't know if she heard Lin Xian's words. After entering, her big eyes curiously scanned the surroundings. Lil Xian, the owner of this restaurant, Lin Xian, and Lin Ye all knew each other. He happened to be doing something at the front desk. Then, he saw Lin Xian and walked over with a smile. "Uncle Wang, I brought my friend here to eat." Lin Xian smiled. There are no more private rooms today. Is the main hall okay?" Uncle Wang asked. "Of course. It's still the same dishes as before." "Okay, bring your friend over to have a seat first. Come up right away." "Thank you, Uncle Wang." Then, Lin Xian brought Ling Longyue to a table in the corner and sat down. This side of the main hall was a small private space. There were other tables in front and behind, and they were all blocked by screens. Therefore, no one would see them. However, what Lin Xian didn't know was that the table behind them just happened to be Ling Longshui and Bing Lingyue. Lin Xian had brought them here before. They also liked the taste of this place, so they came. Fate was just so miraculous. The 4 of them were about 6 to 7 meters apart. However, no one could see each other because there was a screen blocking them. "Do you have any questions?" Ling Longyue looked at Lin Xian with her big eyes and asked. Chapter 371. Although she was indeed a little presumptuous, Lin Xian had brought her out to eat delicious food. Although she was not familiar with him, if he helped her, she could still help Lin Xian a little. "Oh, I want to ask, do you know about the void?" Lin Xian wanted to ask Ling Longshui this question, but it just so happened that her younger sister was here. She was an existence in the heavenly venerable realm, and couldn't be treated as a normal little loli. Furthermore, she might know. Hearing Lin Xian's question, Ling Longyue was instantly on guard. It was not that she was on guard. With her strength, she knew that nothing would happen. However, this was the second time Lin Xian had almost revealed her identity. She was not sure if Lin Xian was acting or what. Did he already know about her true identity? Lin Xian expressed that he really did not have the intention of revealing her identity. It was just that meeting her triggered the mission, and the mission reward was the void. Therefore, he wanted to know what the void meant. Ling Longyue tapped her chin as if she was thinking about something. "Do you have any more lollipops?" "Wait a moment." Then Lin Xian walked away. A minute later, he took out a 10-centimeter long rainbow lollipop and handed it to Ling Longyue. Seeing this beautiful and big lollipop, Ling Longyue's eyes lit up. She quickly stood up and reached out to snatch it. In this scene, she looked like an ordinary little loli again. Ling Longyue's favorability towards you +1. No matter how much her favorability increased, it was fine as long as it increased. Ling Longshui stuck out her tongue and licked the lollipop. "Then can you tell me what the void is?" Ling Longyue looked at Lin Xian with her big eyes. "It's very simple. The void is a type of power that is above space." Lin Xian looked at her curiously. To put it simply, the void is the evolved version of the power of space. It is stronger than the power of space. It is a qualitative change of the power of space. Of the same level of power, the difference between space and the void is more than double. Lin Xian, so ruthless. The void attribute was the evolved version of the space attribute. In other words, so long as he completed this mission, his space attribute would evolve into the void attribute, and his spatial energy would at least double. This was an unimaginable qualitative change. It turned out that the void still existed in this world. Void fox. Void, Lin Xian's eyes lit up. Could it be that the void fox had grasped the power of the void from the very beginning, and not the ordinary power of space? Very likely. Anything else? Lin Xian asked. Crack. Ling Longyue bit off a large piece of lollipop and crushed it. What a great meal! Previously, the lollipop that Lin Xian had given her was so small that it didn't matter even if she bit the whole lollipop in her mouth. As for this one, if she bit off a small part of it, her entire mouth would be filled. Of course, there are other forces in the void, she glanced at Lin Xian and said, but you don't need to know. Why? Lin Xian was flabbergasted. I have sensed your space attribute. It is very pure, but your control of space is too weak. In this lifetime, you will never be able to condense space into a void, so don't even think about it. Lin Xian. This was heart-wrenching. Then, is your void attribute? Dang! Ling Longyue looked at Lin Xian warily. Are you trying to trick me? She was not stupid, she was smart. No, I am just asking. Although my space attribute is not strong, it is still alright. However, you were able to break my space attribute so easily, so I feel that you are very powerful. I am just asking. Lin Xian said. At this moment, the dishes were served, breaking the awkward situation. Ling Longyue's saliva almost dripped down when she saw all the delicious food. Then she could not help but start eating. Lin Xian secretly rubbed his temples. He had a feeling that this sister-in-law was harder to deal with than Ling Longshui. Of course, this was not possible. Sister was sister after all. Lin Xian had spent so much time, and Ling Longshui's favorability towards him had already reached more than 20. Plus, they were already very familiar with each other. So Lin Xian felt that he was already on the right track to deal with Ling Longshui. On the other hand, this sister-in-law had just started. Therefore, Lin Xian felt that it would be easier to deal with Ling Longshui than Ling Longyue. Is it delicious? Lin Xian smiled and asked. Delicious. This girl was a foodie. No matter what your identity was, who you were, how powerful you were, they all loved to eat good food. After eating good food, they would change into another person. Seeing this scene, Lin Xian revealed a smile that only a bad uncle would have. Since this Ling Longyue and Ling Longshui were both foodies, then it would be easy. At least this favorability would be easier to gain. Ling Longyue was really regretting. Ignoring everything else in the human world, these delicious foods were definitely the best. If she had known, she would have come earlier. It was also her sister who was sly and secretly went to the human world to experience life. After she found out, she also came. Although the relationship between the two sisters was not bad, there were some differences. It was more likely that Ling Longyue had reached the rebellious stage. Even so, her sister would definitely be her sister's role model. Although she did not show it on the surface, her sister would definitely follow her sister's style. For example, she would choose the style of clothes that her sister liked to wear. She felt that the clothes that her sister chose would definitely be good, and she would definitely look better than her sister in them. For example, she would force herself to like whatever her sister liked. Simply put, she felt that her sister was outstanding enough and felt that what she did was the best and the most correct. In fact, this situation was very common. Many people had two brothers in their family, and the younger brother would imitate the older brother. This was very normal. But there was one thing. In the eyes of the younger brother or sister, their elder brother or sister must be outstanding. Only then would they imitate them. Of course, they would not say it out loud or show it. When Ling Longyue knew that her sister had gone to the human world to experience life, she put down everything and came. She felt that her sister must have gone to experience a better life, so she had to come. However, she couldn't let her sister know and couldn't see her. Therefore, she wandered around Tianhua City aimlessly. On the first day, she met 2 human traffickers who tricked her away. When she found out, she killed them. On the second day, she met an organ seller. They tried to poison Ling Longyue, but before they could do it, they were killed by her again. In short, she had only felt a deep sense of malice until she went to the Heavenly Star Academy. She felt that this kind of life was not bad, and could be considered interesting. Then she stayed until now, until she met Lin Xian. Chapter 372. How should she put it? Those people from before made her feel a deep sense of malice. However, this Lin Xian was not bad. He gave her a lollipop and even brought her to eat such delicious food. Humans were actually not bad. However, there were definitely more bad people. Humans were basically all bad people. When the time came, she would destroy Tianhua City. At most, she would let Lin Xian live, because he still had to make good food for himself. Originally, she was just playing around. However, after entering the human world, she felt a deep sense of malice. She wanted to kill all these people. Humans were indeed bad people. However, there were also good people, but very few of them. However, she did not want to think about this now. At least, she did not want to think about it for the time being. Because the delicious food tempted her. This was the best food she had ever eaten. If there was anything in human society that could attract her, it would be delicious food. There was no other. Is there anything to drink? Ling Longyu raised her little head and asked Lin Xian. Her mouth was covered in oil, but she still kept stuffing delicious food into her mouth. She was still very cute. And there is. I'll go get some for you. Lin Xian planned to get her drunk tonight. Even if nothing happened, something might happen. Although she was a little lowly, she had lived for a long time. Therefore, Lin Xian would not feel too guilty. Then Lin Xian got up and walked forward. The moment he passed by Ling Longshue's table, Lin Xian suddenly stopped. The 2 girls were chatting and did not look to the side. As a result, they did not notice Lin Xian when he passed by them. However, Lin Xian caught a glimpse of an extremely beautiful girl from the corner of his eyes. Then, he deliberately glanced at her. *CK. Ling Longshue. Lin Xian did not understand why he was inexplicably flustered when he saw Ling Longshue here. He did not know how to do anything. Why did he feel guilty? Lin Xian did not say anything and directly walked over. Ling Longshue's beautiful nose slightly sniffed. It was a familiar smell. The Void Fox's sense of smell was developed, but she deliberately lowered her sense of smell to the same level as humans. Sometimes it wasn't a good thing to have a keen sense of smell, so she kept it hidden. However, she could still smell the scents that passed by her. It was Lin Xian's scent. She was all too familiar with Lin Xian's scent. Other than his sister and Bing Lingyue, the person he was most familiar with was Lin Xian. She turned her head to look. She could only see his back, so she wasn't sure if it was Lin Xian, but judging by the way he walked, who else could it be? Lin Xian took the wine and walked to another place. He didn't walk back. Ling Longshue was still waiting for Lin Xian to return and confirm whether it was him or not. However, after waiting for a long time, she still didn't see him. What happened? Bing Lingyue raised her head and looked at Ling Longshue in surprise. I think I just saw Lin Xian. Really? Bing Lingyue then stood up and looked around. Lin Xian saw the tall goddess Bing Lingyue standing up in front of him and quickly lowered his head. He didn't understand. He didn't understand why he didn't want them to see him. Was it because he wanted to do something to Ling Longyu tonight and didn't want them to find out and disturb him? That was probably the reason. Bing Lingyue could see Lin Xian, who was lowering his head. Her beautiful eyes lit up. She couldn't see Ling Longyu, only Lin Xian. Over there. Bing Lingyue said. Then Ling Longshue stood up. It's him. She didn't know why she recognized Lin Xian immediately. It was just that they were too similar. Maybe they were too familiar with each other. Do you want to go? Bing Lingyue asked. Ling Longshui sat down. Well, why? Bing Lingyue was surprised. Aren't we friends? Ling Longshui said. Let him come to us. How can we go to him? That was so degrading. Who were they? The great void stage void fox, the monarch of a country, the ice emperor. How could they take the initiative to look for Lin Xian when they met in the same restaurant? That wouldn't do. Moreover, Ling Longshui could tell that Lin Xian must have seen them. Otherwise his head would be lowered so low. Who would lower their head like that when eating? Was he eating or licking the table? This guy must have seen them but pretended not to see them. He didn't want them to see him. He had a guilty conscience. Lin Xian felt that his plan was going to be ruined. Although his head was lowered, he could see in front of him. First, Bing Lingyue stood up and looked in his direction. Then Ling Longshui looked over. It was obvious that he had been discovered. Even an idiot would know. Should he run? Yes. He had to run. Well, let's eat somewhere else. Lin Xian said. Why? Ling Longyue picked up a bottle of beer. Then, as if she was drinking water, she raised her head and gulped it down. Lin Xian. Were all girls who had never drunk alcohol before so ferocious the first time they drank? There's a better place. Lin Xian quickly said. Lin Xian must let Ling Longyue bring Ling Longshui's nephew to her. That's right. Oh, this is already very good. Ling Longyue gulped down half the bottle. Her face was a little red. There's something better. Then let's wait until we finish eating. Ling Longyue said. Her tone gradually softened. After a while, Ling Longyue suddenly slammed the table and pointed at Lin Xian. You. What did you do to the water? Alu. Lin Xian was dumbfounded. What did he do? Sure enough, all men are bad. Go to hell. After saying that, she was about to release her energy. I say, what's wrong with you? You can't handle the alcohol and you're saying I did something. Lin Xian looked at her dumbfounded. The energy in Ling Longyue's hand slowly dissipated. Is this alcohol? Why is it different from what I've drunk before? Nonsense, there are many kinds of alcohol. People with big boobs are all brainless. This small boobs mean that her IQ is not high. That's even better. It'll be easier for me to trick her away. Ling Longyue then sat down quietly. Her face was flushed red, probably due to her embarrassment. You took my kindness for granted. Lin Xian sighed. He was a little apologetic. I don't know. Ling Longyue was too embarrassed to say it. Then you don't intend to apologize to me? Lin Xian asked. I, Ling Longyue, will never apologize to anyone. Lin Xian. What a tsundere girl. She was carved out of the same mold as her sister. However, no matter how proud and tsundere her sister was, she had still apologized to Lin Xian. Then how do you intend to compensate me for misunderstanding me? Why should I compensate you? Ling Longyue asked confidently. Lin Xian. Why? She misunderstood him and almost killed him. Now she's asking why she should compensate him. Chapter 373. All right. He was not worthy. Sorry for disturbing. However, she really did not need to compensate Lin Xian. She was a heavenly venerable. It was normal for her to look down on Lin Xian. Just like Ling Longshui, Lin Xian was confident that he could get her. Of course he needed time. On the other side, Ling Longshui was in no mood to eat. She did not know why, but she probably did not notice it. If Lin Xian did not want her to see him, then there must be a girl sitting opposite Lin Xian. It's definitely true. She did not know why, but when she thought of the girl sitting opposite him, she felt unhappy. She was really unhappy. He did not want her to recognize him. Most importantly, he actually pretended not to see them even though he saw them. So angry. It had been so long, but he still acted as if he did not see them and did not even talk to them. Bang! Ling Longshui slammed her chopsticks on the table. Bing Lingyue looked up at her. Let's go, Ling Longshui said. Huh! I'll go and see if he can see me. Ling Longshui stood up angrily and took out her phone. She pretended to be playing with her phone as she walked past Lin Xian. Of course, her beautiful eyes were secretly glancing at Lin Xian and the girl sitting opposite him. The first person she saw was Ling Longyue. She did not know her, and she did not feel that she was pretty. However, she did not pay much attention to her, so she did not even notice that it was her sister. Admittedly, with her ability, it was easy to see through Ling Longyue's disguise. However, she did not expect that it was her sister and did not think that she was pretending to be her. Therefore, she did not pay much attention to her. As for her sense of smell, how should she put it? Ling Longyue did not only disguise her appearance, but also her aura. If Ling Longshui deliberately checked her out, she would not be able to hide. However, Ling Longshui only thought that she was an ordinary girl, so she didn't have the heart to investigate her. The second time, Ling Longshui was looking at Lin Xian. Of course, Lin Xian also saw Ling Longshui walking over. He pretended to wolf down his food so that he could lower his head. Ling Longshui. Bastard! After walking over, Ling Longshui walked back a few seconds later. Lin Xian. No, what is this girl trying to do? This Ling Longshui is too damn cute. He really wanted to turn her into a Taiyang. Oh, I can't hold on any longer. Then Ling Longshui walked over and quietly sat in her seat. What? Did you see that? I saw it, but he pretended not to see it. Ling Longshui used her fork to poke the steak on her plate as if it was Lin Xian. Felt Ling Longshui's resentment. Scumbag value plus 100,000. Lin Xian. Bing Lingyue was an outsider, so of course she could see it. She didn't know when it started, but her feelings for Ling Longshui had changed from inexplicable love to inexplicable protection. To put it simply, it was more like the feelings of a best friend. Maybe it was after watching Lin Xian's performance that day. In her heart, there was an inexplicable feeling for Lin Xian. This feeling came from the deepest part of her heart. Gradually she changed. She would often think of that scene and often think. Therefore, she could see some of Ling Longshui's emotions, but she didn't feel much. Instead, she felt more for Lin Xian. Is the girl in front of you pretty? She's not very pretty. Ling Longshui felt that something was wrong. In the past, which girl around Lin Xian wasn't pretty? However, the girl just now had no breasts, no buttocks, and no face. As a little lowly, she was far inferior to her sister who had cheated her. 2. Ling Longshui, who was eating, sneezed. Alu. Lin Xian was dumbfounded. Did he catch a cold? Felt Ling Longshui's resentment. Scumbag value plus 10,000. Ling Longshui's resentment was getting bigger and bigger, and the system notifications kept ringing. But to Lin Xian this was a good thing. Because she was important, because she cared, and because she was jealous, she still had such feelings. If she didn't care, even if Lin Xian hugged her sister, she wouldn't have any reaction. This was a good thing. Very good. Let's go find him. Bing Lingyue looked at the steak in front of Ling Longshui that had been pierced by her until it was unrecognizable. Oh, I am a virtuous realm elite. Ling Longshui's stubbornness told her that she couldn't. Simple. Let's go buy some food. When we pass by them, we'll pretend that we just saw them and eat together. Can't we? Okay, let's go. Ling Longshui stood up decisively. Bing Lingyue. Then the two girls walked past them hand in hand. Ling Longshui took a look and saw that Ling Longshui had already walked past them. She could see 1/3 of her face from behind. She was stunned. Then she rubbed her big eyes. That back was so familiar. But her clothes didn't match with her sister's. In her memory, her sister always wore elegant long dresses. When had she ever worn modern clothes? So she wasn't sure. Then, she deliberately sniffed the air and was stunned. What's wrong? Lin Xian saw Ling Longyue's expression and asked. Could it be that she saw Ling Longshui and recognized her? Ling Longshui didn't disguise herself. Ling Longyue would definitely recognize her. It's her. Although Ling Longyue didn't see Ling Longshui clearly, she could smell Ling Longshui's scent. It was the scent of a void fox. There were only 2 void foxes in this world. Who else could it be other than her sister? That was impossible. It couldn't be so coincidental to meet her sister. But that was the scent of a void fox. Ling Longshui didn't hide her scent. But to detect that she wasn't human, it had to be at the same level as her. In other words, it had to be at the virtuous realm. Basically, it didn't exist. So she didn't have to hide too much. However, Ling Longyue could sense it because she was a void fox. Who is it? Lin Xian pretended not to know and asked. A bad woman. Ling Longyue gritted her teeth. Lin Xian. Their relationship wasn't good. Why did Ling Longyue say that Ling Longshui was a bad woman? She couldn't have beaten up her sister, right? Ha ha ha, Lin Xian suddenly imagined Ling Longshui beating up Ling Longyue. Damn. That felt so good. Why is she a bad woman? Lin Xian asked. Because she often punishes me. Ling Longyue didn't know that Lin Xian knew something and said it out loud. Of course, it was also under the influence of alcohol. After saying it, she regretted it. What? You were punished by her. Who is she to you? Lin Xian asked while holding back his laughter. Chapter 374. What Ling Longyue regretted was that she had told someone else about her punishment. It's nothing, Ling Longyue said. After a while, Ling Longshui and Bing Lingyue each held a glass of lemonade and sipped it with a straw as they walked over. Their eyes were fixed on Lin Xian's back and Ling Longyue's body. Lin Xian. Walking to the side, Ling Longshui said with a surprised tone. Lin Xian. Wow. Sister, do you have to put on an act? Lin Xian turned around and looked at Ling Longshui and Bing Lingyue. He was shocked. You guys. What a coincidence. Lin Xian also started to put on an act. Yes, what a coincidence. Bing Lingyue said with a smile. Bastard. He pretended that he had just seen them. Hemin. Ling Longshui did not know why she had so many emotions. At this moment, Ling Longyue lowered her head. Oh my god. Why was her luck so bad? Why did she see her sister? And this Lin Xian knew her sister. This was even more ridiculous. Do you mind sitting with us? Bing Lingyue asked. Lin Xian didn't care anymore. What he wanted to do was no longer to woo Ling Longyue. What he wanted more was to watch the show. That's right, he wanted to be a spectator. He wanted to see what would happen between the 2 sisters. It felt so good. Ling Longshui waved her hand and the food on their table flew to this table. Ling Long, sit with Lin Xian. This seat was a long bench. Bing Lingyue sat beside Ling Longyue and nodded at her with a smile. Ling Longshui did not argue and sat beside Lin Xian. Let me introduce you. This is my friend Ling Longyue. She has the same name as your sister. Lin Xian said to Ling Longshui with a smile. Ling Longshui frowned. Ling Longyue. She suddenly remembered that Lin Xian told her that he was with her sister. Was it her? They had the same name and Lin Xian mistook her for her sister. Something was not right. Something was not right. Ling Longyue was the surname of the Void Fox. Other than the Void Fox, she did not know who else had the surname Linglong. Of course, it might be because she did not understand the human world. But the girl in front of her lowered her head, causing Ling Longshui to feel that something was wrong. She deliberately began to overlap with her younger sister. Suddenly, she realized that they were very similar. Then, Shui released her power. As expected. It was really her sister. Why are you here? Ling Longshui looked at Ling Longyue and said in a cold tone. Lin Xian hugged Bing Kuo and waited for the show to begin. That felt good. Ling Longyue raised her head. Sister. Lin Xian. Didn't she just call her a bad woman? Why was she so obedient now? Ling Longyue was not afraid of Ling Longshui. However, Ling Longshui could easily punish her and imprison her. Now she just wanted to live in the human world and eat good food. Therefore, she did not dare to provoke Ling Longshui. Otherwise, her happy life would be gone. Therefore, she had to show a little weakness. Moreover, when she called her a bad woman, she did not know if Ling Longshui heard it. It would be awkward if she did. Ah, your sister. Bing Lingyue showed a surprised expression. Ling Longshui nodded. Yes, sister. Biological. Ling Longshui nodded again. Oh, you are Xiao Linglong's sister. You hid it well. Lin Xian had a very shocked look on his face. Ling Longyue was even more shocked. What did she call her sister? Xiao Linglong. She must be crazy. The most important thing was that his sister was indifferent to it. Oh my God. Just what kind of relationship did they have? No, was she really his sister? Why are you here? Ling Longshui stared at her sister and asked coldly. She didn't know anything else, but she knew that her younger sister was lawless. In her eyes, human lives didn't have any weight. Whether they lived or died depended on her mood. She wouldn't consider who was right and who was wrong. She wouldn't consider whether they deserved to die or not. Therefore, Ling Longshui was afraid that Ling Longyue would come here. She was afraid that her sister would make a big mistake and she would not be able to make up for it. Her sister was really too lawless. I'm here to play. Ling Longyue raised her head and said, Play. How many people have you killed? Ling Longyue did not speak. Ling Longshui's tone was even colder. There was a hint of anger in her voice. Be. More than 10. Ling Longshui's body exploded with anger. Your punishment is still too light. You will only come out after 10 years in the exiled land. Ling Longshui said and was about to banish Ling Longyue. Lin Xian. 10 years? Then wouldn't he not be able to complete his mission? Xiao Linglong. Lin Xian quickly said. You didn't even ask her why she killed people. Why did you imprison her? This was the first time Ling Longyue felt that humans were so cute. Alright, tell me why. Ling Longshui asked. They were the ones who tried to harm me first. I swear that I have not killed a single innocent person since I came here. Ling Longyue said. Really? Ling Longyue nodded. 10 years in the banished land. Although 10 years was just a blink of an eye to avoid Fox, it was still time. She could not stand being locked up for a day, let alone 10 years. That was why she was afraid. Although she looked like she was not afraid, she was actually quite afraid of her sister. Alright, I will believe you this time. Now let's go back. I am not going back. Ling Longyue shook her head. Why can you be here but I can't be in the human world? Ling Longyue retorted. Because more than 1,000 people have died in your hands. If any human knows that you are like this, they will not like you. Ling Longshui said. It's not like you haven't killed anyone before. Ling Longyue mumbled. Those that I have killed were people who deserved to die. At the very least, they were people who tried to harm me. What about you? Me too. Why don't you admit to your mistakes? What right do you have to stay here? Ling Longshui was about to gather her energy again. Although Lin Xian did not like people who killed innocents, he had heard from Ling Longshui that her sister was playful and easily tricked. She was tricked into joining the Myriad Demon Alliance. She was actually a kind person. Otherwise, she would have banished Ling Longyue to some place for 100 years. Lin Xian could not allow Ling Longshui to banish Ling Longyue. Otherwise, he would not be able to complete his mission. Let's talk about it slowly. We can eat and talk at the same time. Xiao Linglong, calm down. After all, she is your sister. Lin Xian said. Chapter 375. Lin Xian felt a little helpless. He could tell that the two sisters had a good relationship, but under this premise, there was a gap between them. This gap was similar to Ling Longyue entering a rebellious phase. Ling Longshui wanted to control her, but she couldn't bear to. However, if the other person bullied the other person would definitely be furious. They still cared about each other. Ling Longshui took a deep breath and lowered her head to drink an iced drink to calm herself down. The reason why she could control Ling Longyue was mainly because there were many things that Ling Longshui wouldn't listen to. For example, Ling Longshui had told her many times about joining the Thousand Demon Alliance. However, as a member of the demon race, she couldn't say that the Thousand Demon Alliance's actions weren't good. Now was the time when the demonic beasts were strong. When the demonic beasts attacked the human world, she couldn't say that the demonic beasts were wrong. If the humans were strong, then the situation would be reversed. The humans would kill the demonic beasts wantonly. Thus she couldn't say anything. However, she felt that Ling Longyue shouldn't join the Thousand Demon Alliance to kill the humans. However, Ling Longyue's words made sense. If she didn't help the Thousand Demon Alliance, what if the humans counterattacked in the future? How should she put it? They were originally neutral. If they didn't join the Thousand Demon Alliance, even if they appeared in the human world, it wouldn't matter. The humans would treat them like VIPs. Of course, the Thousand Demon Alliance could choose to be neutral, but they wouldn't. On this point, Ling Longshui felt that there was no point in watching Ling Longyue join the Thousand Demon Alliance. There was no benefit in it. You've removed your disguise. Ling Longshui looked at Ling Longyue and said. When she heard Lin Xian ask her whether her sister was pretty or not, she didn't understand at first. However, when she saw Ling Longyue in disguise, she understood. Oh! Although Ling Longyue was rebellious, she only felt that if her sister's opinion was different from hers, she would reject. However, if it was the same, she would still be very obedient. Then Ling Longyue wiped her face, and her appearance changed greatly. Lin Xian's mouth opened wide. Oh my god. This is called a disguise. This was simply a change of face, alright? If the full score was 100 points, then Ling Longyue could only score 40 points and Ling Longshui scored 98 points. No, she scored 100 points. Ling Longyue got 95 points. She was really a little girl, but Lin Xian believed that when she grew up to be about the same age as Ling Longshui, she might not lose to Ling Longshui in terms of appearance. The genes of the Void Fox were truly powerful. Miao Xiao Miao was a little fairy, but Ling Longyue was more like a little fairy. Her delicate and beautiful facial features and beautiful big eyes were especially lively. Oh, it was simply too beautiful. Miss the sun. What are you looking at? When Ling Longyue saw the way Lin Xian looked at her, she could not help but mutter. It was because Ling Longshui was here. If Ling Longshui was not here, she would not have simply muttered. Cough cough, I was just thinking that the genes of you two sisters are really powerful. The elder sister is so beautiful, and the younger sister is also so beautiful. Ding. Ling Longshui's favorability towards you +1. Ding. Ling Longyue's favorability towards you +3. Ling Longshui's favorability towards him increased probably because Lin Xian praised her beauty. To be honest, Lin Xian did not remember praising her beauty in front of Ling Longshui. As for Ling Longyue's favorability towards Lin Xian increased, it was probably because of Lin Xian that she was not punished by Ling Longshui. In any case, this was all good news. However, it was really hard for the sisters to increase their favorability towards him. Bing Lingyue just looked like she was eating a melon, and the feeling of eating a melon was not bad. Ling Longyue lowered her head and ate the delicious food quietly without saying a word. Ling Longshui stared at her and did not say a word either. Lin Xian looked left and right at the two of them. He still wanted to watch the show. The two of them should make some noise. I'll send you home after dinner. Ling Longshui still chose to do so in the end. No. Why can you be here but I can't? I've already told you this. Ling Longshui said softly. But I did not kill the innocent after coming here. Lin Xian can testify. Ling Longyue suddenly pointed her finger at Lin Xian. Lin Xian. Really, Lin Xian was dumbfounded. Him. What the F***ck was he going to testify for? He had only known Ling Longyue for a few hours and he was going to testify for her? Ling Longyue kept winking at Lin Xian. Ling Longshue's gaze moved from Lin Xian's face to Ling Longyue's face. She quickly pretended to rub her eyes. Lin Xian had been watching her the whole time. This girl was indeed quite cute. However, she had killed some innocent people. How should he put it? Lin Xian did not know how to evaluate her. No, it was precisely because of this that he should use his own efforts to turn Ling Longyue into an innocent and cute girl. She should be responsible for crying every day instead of fighting and killing. However, Lin Xian knew that Ling Longshue was very smart. She was able to deduce that they had only known each other for a short period of time. How could Lin Xian testify for her? Then Lin Xian said, "I'm not too sure about this, but during the competition, little you knew how to hold back. Furthermore, the power she released was only at the same level as her opponent. She didn't even hurt anyone. From the looks of it, there shouldn't be any connection." Lin Xian did not offend either side. Ling Longyue's favorability towards U+1. Ling Longshue sighed. She knew that her sister was kind-hearted. The reason why she helped the Thousand Demon Alliance to kill people was because she knew that if they did not take over the humans' territory, the demon race would be plundered by the human race in the near future. The law of the jungle, survival of the fittest. This was the rule of this era. How could Ling Longshue not know this rule? However, she saw it more clearly than Ling Longyue. If that's the case, then leave the Thousand Demon Alliance and I will let you stay here. No way. In the Thousand Demon Alliance, she was considered an important existence. She was like a big sister and could command many people. Whatever she wanted to eat, she would be served respectfully. However, at home, she was disciplined by Ling Longshue all day long. She could do whatever she wanted. Of course, she felt that it was great to be in the Thousand Demon Alliance. Therefore, this was still the temperament of a child. Ling Longshue was about to be angered to death by her sister. She could not control her and could not bear to punish her. Therefore, when she saw her make a mistake, she could only send her to an independent space to reflect on her mistakes. Schwa. Then Ling Longshue waved her hand without hesitation and Ling Longyue was sucked into an independent space. Chapter 376. Lin Xian's mouth was wide open. **CK. Sent her away. She didn't even say anything. What was he going to do about his mission? Hey, you sent her away just like that? Lin Xian glanced at Ling Longshue and asked, "As a human, don't you agree with my actions?" Ling Longshue looked at Lin Xian curiously. It was very strange. Lin Xian was a human while Ling Longyue was a member of the 10,000 Demon Alliance. When they were in Lin Feng City, she killed many people with a casual attack. Logically speaking, Lin Xian should be disgusted with her and would rather be exiled or sealed. Why did he have such a reluctant expression? Could it be that he was lustful because of her beauty? Hemin. No, that's not what I meant. I just think that your actions might be wrong. Lin Xian said seriously. Of course, Lin Xian was not very happy with Ling Longyue. However, it was obvious that she could change for the better. In the future, when the 10,000 Demon Alliance attacked Tianhua City, she might even be able to help the humans. What do you mean? Ling Longshue asked curiously. Lin Xian took a sip of his lemon tea and said softly, "Let me ask you, how long have you been disciplining your sister?" Ling Longshue tilted her head and thought for a while before saying, "It's been a long time, I can't remember." Then has she changed her mind? Ling Longshue shook her head. That's right, so there's a problem with your methods. Ling Longshue felt that Lin Xian's words were quite reasonable. Indeed, she did not know when it started, but this girl was not willing to listen to her discipline. The more she tried to discipline her, the more effective it might be at first, but it would not last forever. In fact, it might even backfire. Then what should I do? Ling Longshue asked. Lin Xian said, "Her current state is called the rebellious phase in our human society. Every child goes through this phase. It's just whether it's obvious or not. She's obviously very obvious. In this phase, the more you use harsh methods to discipline her, the more unconvinced she will be. It's counterproductive. That seems to be the case. Ling Long Shui pondered. Do you think you have such a phase? Lin Xian asked. Ling Long Shui shook her head. I don't think so because I have never been disciplined by others. Ling Long Shui said. Lin Xian was surprised. What about your parents? They didn't discipline you. Suddenly, Lin Xian realized something. Ling Long Shui said that there were only 2 void foxes in the world. That meant that she and her sister were the only ones left. But that shouldn't be the case. The void foxes had a long lifespan. Their parents should still be alive. Ling Long Shui showed a sad expression. They died a long time ago when I was very young. I'm sorry. Lin Xian might have guessed what she meant, but he still felt a little embarrassed. He would not continue to ask why they died. But it must be something that he did not have the right to know. However, Ling Long Shui had no one to discipline her at such a young age. She was noble and elegant. To be honest, she was really amazing. She and Ling Long Shui depended on each other. Their relationship must be very good. It was just that Ling Long Shui had entered the rebellious phase. It's fine. Ling Long Shui shook her head slightly. Bing Lingyue looked at them and remained silent. She did not know what to say. She just listened carefully. As for the rebellious phase, the best way is not to discipline her severely. Of course you're not too strict. But she doesn't like it. Then what should I do? Ling Long Shui was Ling Long Shui's only family. Of course she wanted her to be better. The better way is for you to communicate with her calmly. You saw it just now. Ling Long Shui said. I mean, you don't have to deliberately talk about this. How long has it been since you two played together? Ling Long Shui shook her head. Very long. In his memory, he did not deliberately take her out to play. At most, they went out to look for some kind of spiritual item and to see the scenery. So this is a good opportunity. You two sisters have a good relationship, but there is some kind of barrier. You don't understand her and she doesn't understand you. Sometimes you don't have to be arrogant in front of your sister. Play with her properly. Opportunity. Lin Xian nodded. Yes, what a good opportunity. You are all in Tianhua City. You are with little Bing Bing now. What if you add your sister? She doesn't know anything. If you take her out to eat, drink and play, it will be good for your relationship. Hi. Ling Long Shui hesitated. How should she put it? Her feelings for Ling Long Shui were similar to a father's feelings for his child. A father's love would not be expressed, but it would always be there. A father would not say, I love you to his child. He would not say those mushy words. He would not even show his concern in front of his child. He would always be silent. Of course, it did not mean that she was a father. It was just that Ling Long Shui's personality was there. How could she treat Ling Long Shui gently? It did not seem right. She was more suited to be cold and strict, similar to a father's. If it was Bing Lingyue, she might be gentle. Although this queen was also cold, she had a similar feeling to Linya. In other words, she was cold to outsiders, but gentle to friends and family. But that was Ling Long Shui. Let me try. Ling Long Shui mainly felt that Lin Xian's words made sense. Okay, then let her out. Lin Xian said. No rush. Let's lock her up for a month first. Lin Xian. Hey. I told you this is not allowed. We'll talk about it at night. Ling Long Shui relented. Not now. I'm not happy. Ling Long Shui said. Lin Xian. Really? Lin Xian almost laughed out loud. But this was understandable. Her biological sister's attitude towards her was not friendly and respectful. It was normal for her to be unhappy. However, Ling Long Shui's words and actions were getting cuter and cuter. Lin Xian wanted to F***ck her more and more. He did not know when he could F***ck her again. This time would be much better than the first time. But it was difficult. Why are you with Ling Longyu? Ling Longshui asked a question that surprised her. Oh, she joined the Sky Star Academy and competed with our Sky Martial Court. I felt that her spatial power was very strong, so I deliberately got along with her. That's how I found out that she was your sister. Lin Xian took another sip of his lemon tea and said. Ling Longshui nodded slightly. Then she wanted to drink her lemon tea. She looked forward. Where was her lemon tea? Then she turned her head and saw Lin Xian. Chapter 377. Lin Xian was holding a cup of lemon tea and sucking on it with a straw. When he saw Ling Longshui looking over, he muttered while sucking. Why are you looking at me? Am I that handsome? Then, Lin Xian saw Ling Longshui's beautiful face suddenly turn red. Lin Xian revealed a puzzled expression. Why did Ling Longshui's face turn red? Ding. Felt Ling Longshui's embarrassment and anger. Scumbag value plus 100,000. Ing. Indirectly kissed a young sister. Detected that host's action was unintentional. Scumbag value decreased by half plus 50,000. Lin Xian. When Lin Xian heard the second system notification, he was stunned. Indirectly kissed. Then, he looked down at the lemon tea in his hand. Damn. This wasn't his. He didn't order it. Why did he subconsciously pick up the lemon tea and drink it? He probably got too excited and completely forgot. No wonder there was a slightly sweet taste. Lin Xian also understood why Ling Longshui's face turned red. But Ling Longshui was in an awkward position. She wanted to beat Lin Xian up. This bastard actually drank something that she drank. But it didn't seem like he did it on purpose. He couldn't be that perverted. So she was in a dilemma at that moment. Should she beat him up or not? If she beat him up, she would lose face because he knew that he drank something that she drank. If she didn't beat him up, she wouldn't be happy. How could she let a man drink something that she drank for no reason? Lin Xian was still calm. He pretended that he didn't notice. He was really pretending. He looked at Ling Longshui with a confused expression and continued sipping on the lemon tea. It had to be said that after having more young sisters around him, Lin Xian might not have improved much, but his acting skills were definitely top-notch. Lin Xian called Ling Longshui again. Ling Longshui came back to her senses and chose not to expose him. It's nothing. Ling Longshui turned her head. Lin Xian saw that her ears were red. She was really cute. But when would he be able to take care of this woman? Oh right. Lin Xian suddenly thought of something and asked. You void foxes control the power of space that is higher than space, right? Ling Longshui nodded, but she was slightly stunned. Lin Xian actually knew about the void. But there is one thing that I am not sure. What? What I gave you can increase the purity of space, but you are a void. There is a difference between space and void, right? I am not sure if it can increase the power of your void level space. Lin Xian said. He was really not sure, so he had to tell Ling Longshui in advance. Otherwise, it would be awkward if it could not be increased. It's okay. Void belongs to space. As long as it can increase space, it can also increase void. Hearing Ling Longshui's words, Lin Xian breathed a sigh of relief. Okay, then I will go back and prepare first. Lin Xian got up and left with the lemon tea. Ling Longshui and the others were not done eating. They sat there and ate for a while before going to pay. Hello, are you paying for table 37 too? The beautiful cashier asked with a smile. Number 37. Ling Longshui and Bing Lingyue looked at each other. They had only paid for their table. Why was there another table? Wait, that seemed to be Lin Xian and Ling Longyue's table. Damn it. He did not pay. He did it on purpose. Ling Longshui was not happy. Although she did not care about the money, she was not happy about being tricked by Lin Xian. Most importantly, they were sitting together. It was impossible to say that they did not know each other. In the end, Ling Longshui had no choice but to pay for Lin Xian. At that moment, Lin Xian was feeling quite good. However, he had something to do. That was Miao Xiao Miao. More than half of the 1-month deadline had passed. If Lin Xian did not get Miao Xiao Miao, he would not be able to withstand the mission penalty of having all his attributes reduced by 100 points. Actually, it was not bad to get her. Her affinity level had already reached the requirement. However, her personality made it difficult for Lin Xian to get her. After all, she was a proud little lowly. If she was a cute little lowly, Lin Xian felt that not only would he get her, but he would also have a deep understanding of her. Bah! Lin Xian could not help but spit on the ground. King bastard. He was actually thinking of doing something to a little lowly. So scary. It was all the scumbag system's fault. That's right, it was undeniable. Everyone was training hard or going to the demonic beast territory to raise their realm. But what about Lin Xian? This bastard was actually thinking of getting girls all day long. He was thinking of all kinds of girls and using all kinds of methods. But Lin Xian was also tired. Each and every mission was making him mentally and physically exhausted. The scariest thing was that if he could not complete them, his attributes would be reduced and his level would be reset to 0. Who could withstand that? Wasn't this forcing him to become a scumbag? Luckily, he had experienced a lot with Miao Xiao Miao. This meant that he might be able to get this proud little lowly. How should he put it? To get this type of girl, no, to be precise, to confess to this type of girl. He needed an opportunity. As long as this opportunity existed, the confession would succeed. Without this opportunity, even if the favorability level was high, it would be difficult to succeed. There were many uncertainties. There were actually many opportunities like this, but it was difficult to grasp them and encounter them. For example, Lu Yufan. Girls like her did not need opportunities, but when he stood up for her and beat up Jiang Tianhao, it was an opportunity. But would there be such an opportunity with Miao Xiao Miao? Lin Xian did not know. It was all up to fate. But if he did not stay with Miao Xiao Miao, there would definitely not be such an opportunity. The sky was starting to get dark. Lin Xian wanted to go home because he had not spent much time with Linya in the past few days. He still wanted to be with Ling Ying. But if something could happen with Miao Xiao Miao tonight, that would be fine too. As for Qin Shaotian, Lin Xian could only wait. He could only wait. He believed that Qin Shaotian would definitely make his move before the Tianwu conference began. Because the Tianwu conference ended on the first day, the top 10 would be decided very quickly. He could not make his move during the Tianwu conference. Lin Xian took out his phone and sent a WeChat message to Miao Xiao Miao. On the other side, Miao Xiao Miao's phone vibrated. She took it out and looked at it. It was Lin Xian, that hooligan. She had experienced it before. Originally, she was very concerned about Lin Xian. But now she did not dare to. She was afraid that she would be misunderstood and expose herself. Dear little fairy, what are you doing? This was a message from Lin Xian. Her first reaction after seeing Lin Xian's message was to blush. This Lin Xian was getting more and more mushy. But obviously, no matter what kind of girl, being mushy was useful. Of course, the prerequisite was that the girl had to like you. Chapter 378. Lin Xian realized that he was a scumbag. It was true. He never thought of himself as a scumbag before. He even patted his chest and said, "I don't want to be a scumbag." But now, he was actually thinking of how to get Miao Xiao Miao, the little lowly. Wasn't this a scumbag? Lin Xian even had 3 girlfriends. Lin Xian didn't want to either. Wasn't it because of this damn system? At least it was a good reason. Miao Xiao Miao looked at Lin Xian's message and replied, "I'm preparing to go to the beast territory." Lin Xian was slightly surprised. Why was this girl going to the beast territory again? "Then do you know what I'm doing?" Lin Xian asked. "I don't know." Miao Xiao Miao replied. "I'm thinking of you." Miao Xiao Miao, ding. Feeling Miao Xiaomiao's shyness. Scumbag value plus 20,000. Now his scumbag value had reached 38 million. For the time being, Lin Xian didn't need it. He would save it first. There would be a time when he could use it. Miao Xiaomiao sat there with her face flushed red. Bastard. Stinky hooligan. Big pig trotter. She scolded a few times. But it was clear that regardless of whether Lin Xian was telling the truth or not, she was still happy. This was a woman, especially a little girl like her. Although Miao Xiaomiao was much more mature than her peers, had a high IQ, and was a proud little loli, she was still a 14-year-old girl. She was still easily tricked. What do you want to do? Disdain. Want to do? Miao Xiaomiao froze for a moment. She suddenly remembered that this wasn't the first time Lin Xian said this to her. Get lost. Lin Xian smiled as he played with his phone. He didn't know why, but he felt that teasing this little loli was very interesting. Although she was small, he didn't know why it felt so good. Who else is going to the beast territory? Just me. Miao Xiaomiao's words stunned Lin Xian. Wait for me. After that, Lin Xian hailed a cab and sped towards the Bounty Hunter Guild. Miao Xiaomiao went to the demonic beast territory alone. Was she crazy? Soon Lin Xian arrived at the Gale Mercenaries Cafe. It wasn't dark yet. The cafe was closed early today, so it was very dark inside. Only the chandelier in the corner where Miao Xiaomiao was sitting was lit. Why is it only you? Where are the others? Lin Xian asked as he sat beside Miao Xiaomiao. Miao Xiaomiao said, everyone went on a mission. Grandpa went to play mahjong. Sister Chanxian also went on a mission. Then why don't you go? The Sky Martial Assembly is in a few days. I have to make the best use of these few days to raise my cultivation to the profound heaven realm. So, I have to work hard to grind levels for the next few days. Miao Xiaomiao said seriously. Of course, Lin Xian had already expected that Miao Xiaomiao would also participate in the Sky Martial Assembly. Then Lin Xian glanced at her realm. Profound Body Realm 8 stars. This was already very high. In a sense, it was even faster than Lin Xian. However, in the Sky Martial Assembly, it was impossible to get into the top 10 without being at the Profound Heaven Realm. Even a Profound Heaven Realm 1 star might not be able to get into the top 10. Of course, if it was Miao Xiaomiao, that might not be the case. This girl was very powerful. Let's go. I'll go with you. Don't you have anything else to do? Miao Xiaomiao turned her head and looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian smiled and said, I'm worried about you going out alone. Miao Xiaomiao blushed and shyly lowered her head. For any girl, such words could actually give them a greater sense of security. You can feel Miao Xiaomiao's shyness. Scumbag value plus 30,000. Miao Xiaomiao's favorability towards you plus 3. Current favorability. 63. This is what a normal girl should be like. This favorability increase was so comfortable. However, it was already 63 favorability. It was time to confess. Lin Xian didn't want to be too sinful. After the confession, it would be for the reward. As for the girls, Lin Xian couldn't really defile each and every one of them, right? Lin Xian had once said that he would never have 2 girlfriends. But now he had 3. Feeling Miao Xiaomiao's shyness and in this dark environment, wow. This was simply too invincible. However, to confess, he still needed an opportunity. Actually, in this environment it could be considered an opportunity. However, Lin Xian felt that it wasn't enough. Lin Xian felt that if he failed to confess once, it would be harder in the future. Although he knew that many girls would reject him out of shyness, this was Lin Xian's habit. Success on the first try. Therefore, he didn't plan to confess yet. However, with such a good opportunity, he should be able to take advantage of her, right? However, to take advantage of such a young girl, wouldn't that be too perverted? Wait, it wasn't like he hadn't taken advantage of her before. Lin Xian coughed dryly and placed his hand on her thigh. Ding, perverted behavior, scumbag value plus 100,000. Lin Xian. Miao Xiao Miao's body trembled. What are you doing? She quickly removed Lin Xian's hand and looked at Lin Xian with a red face. I'm just testing if you're cold. It's late autumn and you're still wearing a skirt. Lin Xian coughed and said. It was a bit perverted. I'm not cold, pervert. Miao Xiao Miao gritted her teeth. However, she didn't do anything else to prove that she wasn't disgusted. After all, it was 63 points of affection. If it was done well, he could even have sex with her. Go change your pants. It's cold outside. It's none of your business. Miao Xiao Miao rolled her eyes at Lin Xian and walked away. She was probably going to change her pants. Lin Xian stretched his back. I'm really a pervert. After a while, Miao Xiao Miao walked out in a pair of black pants. So pretty. Miao Xiao Miao might not be as pretty as Ling Longyue, but she was too cute. And when she grew up, she definitely wouldn't lose to Ling Longyue. Ling Longyue had a very special aura. Miao Xiao Miao had it too. He even met such a beautiful girl. What's your cultivation level now? Miao Xiao Miao asked. Her face was still red, but she had already calmed down. This bastard, he couldn't really be thinking about her, right? Bah, what a pervert. Mystic Heaven Realm 2 stars. Miao Xiao Miao. She realized that she was already working hard, but from being on par with Lin Xian at the start, Lin Xian was now several stars behind her. There was even a large realm between them. She was at Sundra. She wouldn't allow such a thing to happen. So she had to work harder. Have you been in the beast domain these past few days? Miao Xiao Miao asked. She had also been in the beast domain all day. Why was she still so far behind Lin Xian? Let's go, let's go. I have to quickly advance to the Mystic Heaven Realm. Otherwise, not to mention the top 10, I'm afraid I won't even be able to enter the top 20. That would be embarrassing. Miao Xiao Miao hurriedly left. As long as she entered the top 10, it would be enough. There was still some time before the next tournament. Chapter 379. After walking out, both of them were stunned for a moment. How do we get out? We need a car. Lin Xian said as he played with one of Miao Xiao Miao's 2 ponytails. Miao Xiao Miao rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. This man is really perverted. Don't touch my ponytail. Miao Xiao Miao pouted. Giddy up. What? Miao Xiao Miao looked at Lin Xian in confusion. Why was she unable to understand him more and more? Let me hold your ponytails and gallop. Giddy up. Lin Xian said with a smile. Miao Xiao Miao. She would definitely understand now. Although she was quite innocent, she wasn't so innocent that she couldn't understand this. Miao Xiao Miao's face instantly turned red. Damn perverts, scram. Miao Xiao Miao fiercely glared at Lin Xian. Ding, can feel Miao Xiao Miao's shyness. Scumbag value plus 10,000. This bastard, how dare he say such a vulgar thing to a little fairy like me? What a pervert. Damn man. You know. Lin Xian smiled. Scram. Ha ha ha. Then Lin Xian couldn't help but laugh in satisfaction. Miao Xiao Miao didn't want to continue this perverted topic with Lin Xian. She pointed at a car on the side of the road and casually threw the key to Lin Xian. You know how to drive, right? Then I'll leave it to you. After speaking, Miao Xiao Miao got into the front passenger seat. Lin Xian drove the car and drove her into the beast territory. Miao Xiao Miao needed to advance to the mysterious heaven realm. Lin Xian also needed to advance. In a competition like the Tianwu Assembly where all the experts were, a higher rank meant a higher chance of success. Lin Xian was no exception. Although he had many powerful moves, who would complain about a low rank? Moreover, Lin Xian still wanted to beat up Qin Shaotian. Although he might not be able to be placed together with Qin Shaotian, there was still a chance. Lin Xian sent a message to Wang Chanxian in the car. The message was simple. He wasn't around tonight, so if Qin Xiaotian asked her out, she shouldn't say yes. Lin Xian was worried that Qin Xiaotian might take action when he wasn't around. Although Wang Qianqian might be fine, they wouldn't be able to find any evidence. Little meow meow, Lin Xian said with a smile as he drove. Call me big sister meow. Meow xiao meow emphasized. K little meow meow. Meow xiao meow. Fine. She couldn't be bothered. Let me ask you a question, Lin Xian said with a smile. Ask away, Meow xiao meow said as she fiddled with her phone. Do you like me? Cough cough. Meow xiao meow almost choked. What are you doing? Why do I feel like I'm being targeted by a big bad wolf? Nothing, I'm just asking. I don't like it. I hate it to death. The kind that I hate the most. Meow xiao meow hurriedly said. Visage woman, you don't mean what you say. I'm telling the truth. You don't mean what you say. Meow xiao meow. Lin Xian didn't want to do anything. He just wanted to tease her. As for confessing, he needed an opportunity. The car quickly drove out of Tianhua City. They naturally wouldn't farm at the edge of Tianhua City. After all, the monsters there were very weak. They were dispensable to them. Where do you plan to farm? Lin Xian asked. Cloud Volcano. Can you go? Meow xiao meow asked. Cloud Volcano. Lin Xian pondered for a moment and said, That's a place where the fire element is strong, right? Meow xiao meow nodded. The average level of the monsters there is around Arcane Body Realm 5 stars. Occasionally we can meet Arcane Heaven Realm ones. It's very suitable for you and me. It's also not very dangerous. It's just that there might be strong fire elements there. I'm a fire element, I'm just worried about you. Don't worry about me. Arcane Body Realm worrying about Arcane Heaven Realm. How can you say that? Meow xiao meow. Ah. So what if you're Arcane Body Realm? Fight me one-on-one if you dare. You. Lin Xian glanced at Meow xiao meow in disdain. Meow xiao meow. Wah wah wah. She didn't even have the right to fight Lin Xian one-on-one. How pitiful. However, if you let me touch your leg, I'll reluctantly fight you. How about it? Lin Xian grinned. Meow xiao meow. Scram. Damn pervert. You're so perverted. Meow xiao meow's face turned red. She felt her body tingle as she recalled the scene from before. Ding. Sensed Meow xiao meow's shyness. Scumbag value plus 10,000. Hee hee, the pervert you're talking about is now alone with you. Lin Xian let out a particularly vulgar sound. Meow xiao meow's body trembled. What are you doing? Lin Xian then held the steering wheel with one hand and reached out to Meow xiao meow with the other. Slap. Meow xiao meow directly slapped Lin Xian's hand away. Gram. Lin Xian smiled and didn't play around with her. He was going to be with her later anyway. There would be plenty of opportunities to play around. Lin Xian then focused on driving. Meow xiao meow's heart was not calm anymore. She leaned back and looked like she was playing with her phone. However, the screen on her phone didn't move at all. She was in a daze. She felt that Lin Xian seemed to have some kind of perverted desire for her. That's right, perverted desire. But she couldn't put her finger on it. She was so young. This Lin Xian couldn't really be lusting after her, right? But if he didn't, why did he always tease her and take advantage of her? Humph, what a bastard. Pervert. She was only 14 years old. What did he want to do to her? Pooey. Cloud Volcano was an active volcano. Although it was an active volcano, it hadn't erupted for more than 10 years. There would be small eruptions, but they weren't really eruptions. There wouldn't be much lava flowing out, so the danger wasn't too great. It spanned a few kilometers and was not considered big. There were about 15 volcanoes of various sizes clustered together. It was equivalent to a small volcanic mountain range. However, due to the rich fire element, it would attract some fire-type monsters to live here. It was similar to how the deep cold valley would attract some ice-type monsters. It was the same logic as how the deep cold valley attracted ice-type monsters. However, some martial artists would specially come to Cloud Volcano. Firstly, it was to kill monsters. The monsters here were more suitable for Mystic Heaven Realm or Mystic Body Realm 5 stars and above. Secondly, there was a kind of spiritual herb in Cloud Volcano. It had many uses but was relatively rare. One stalk could be sold for hundreds of thousands. It would attract many mercenary groups. However, as time passed, the number would decrease. Cloud Volcano was in front of them. It was about 80 kilometers away from Tianhua City. Lin Xian looked up. The night sky was dark, and there was a slight redness in front of them. Along with the starlight and moonlight, they could see thick smoke rising. Temperature was indeed warmer. Lin Xian and Miao Xiaomiao got out of the car. Just as they got out of the car, a huge fireball shot towards them. Chapter 380. Lin Xian was spatial while Miao Xiaomiao was wind. They could still react to such an attack. Whoosh whoosh. The two figures abruptly separated from each other. Boom, a loud sound rang out, accompanied by a shock wave. Lin Xian only felt a wave of heat hitting him in the face, causing him to stagger a little. Other than that, he did not feel anything because he had already run far enough away. He looked up. *CK. The car exploded and was burning. My car! Miao Xiaomiao's heart ached. No matter what, this car was bought for 200,000. This time it was destroyed not long after it was bought. But Lin Xian was not thinking about this. *CK. The car exploded. How were they going to go back? It was 80 kilometers. Even if they met another cultivator's car, it wouldn't be easy, right? They would have to walk a long way, right? Bang bang bang. The ground seemed to tremble slightly. The two of them looked at a red figure in the distance at almost the same time. It was a demonic beast whose entire body was burning with fiery red flames. Its body length was probably no less than 5 meters. It could be considered a large demonic beast. It looked like both a tiger and a lion. Its entire body was brownish-red in color. The most exaggerated thing about it was that its entire body was burning with flames. The corner of Lin Xian's mouth couldn't help but twitch. The last time he saw a netherworld flaming lion, it burned with a special blue color. This one was much more normal. It burned with normal flames. Lin Xian was suspicious. Aren't you burning up? Flaming lion tiger beast. Grade. Mysterious Heaven Realm 4 stars, attribute. Fire. It is a demon beast that is well balanced in terms of speed, strength, and defense. It excels in fire and will hunt down everything it sees as prey, even if it is not hungry. Skill. Fiery star. Condenses the energy in its body into a fireball. Extremely high damage. Flaming claw. The flaming lion tiger can condense scorching energy in its claws. Has a powerful attack power. Absent-minded roar. Releases a powerful roar. It will cause a mental attack to the target. Lin Xian raised his eyebrows slightly. He was really lucky to encounter a Mystic Heaven Realm 4-star demonic beast as soon as he arrived. Although the flaming liger beast was only a Mystic Heaven Realm 4-star demonic beast, from the Eye of Cave Spirit, he could tell that the flaming liger beast died because it was relatively strong. Its bloodline was also relatively strong. Profound Heaven Realm 4 stars actually had 3 martial skills. That was quite impressive. Little Miao Miao. This is a mysterious Heaven Realm 4-star demonic beast. I will cripple it first, you take care of it. Lin Xian said to Miao Xiaomiao. Miao Xiaomiao was really embarrassed. No. I want to kill him myself. I don't need your charity. Miao Xiaomiao said stubbornly. All right then, go ahead and fight it. I'm leaving. Miao Xiaomiao. Wow! What a bastard! Miao Xiaomiao hurried over to Lin Xian's side. Why? Can't bear to part with me. Lin Xian took advantage of this opportunity to pinch Miao Xiaomiao's butt hard. Ding. Pinching a big sister's butt is considered a scumbag behavior. Scumbag value plus 300,000. Hurts. Meow Xiao Meow instinctively shouted and quickly took 2 steps back. Her face was red as she looked at Lin Xian warily. That's right, this person was even more terrifying than the flaming liger in front of him. Although it's a little small, it feels really good. Good reviews. Lin Xian grinned. Meow Xiao Meow's face was completely red. Since when did he still want to take advantage of her? Pinching her but so hard in exchange for a Mystic Heaven Realm 4-star demonic beast, Lin Xian was not at a loss. Whoosh! After that, Lin Xian arched his back and took the initiative to charge at the flaming liger beast. Along the way, Lin Xian took out Wan Xie, the spirit weapon. Roar! When the flaming liger beast realized that its opponent was not running away and was even taking the initiative to fight, it was infuriated. It preferred to see the expression of despair on its prey's face when they were running away. Not like this. Whoosh! The flaming liger beast leaped. The height and distance of this leap were a little exaggerated. Then its right front paw seemed to be flashing with sparks. This flaming liger beast had probably used the flaming claw skill the moment it appeared. Of course, unless Lin Xian was an idiot, he would not compete with it in terms of strength. He was a Mystic Heaven Realm 2-star while the flaming liger beast was a Mystic Heaven Realm 4-star demonic beast. With the support of a martial skill, it could instantly kill Lin Xian. Instant shadow. That's right. Lin Xian had the advantage, so why not use it? A simple blink shadow caused the flaming liger to miss its target. Boom! The moment the flaming liger beast landed, the ground shook violently and a large crater appeared. One could imagine how Lin Xian would be able to survive if such power landed on him. Meow Xiao Meow's body trembled. So strong. She was only in Mystic Body Realm 8-star demonic beast. She believed that under such power, there would be nothing left of her. Fortunately, she had met Lin Xian and had asked him to come with her. If she had come here alone and encountered this flaming liger, one could imagine what would have happened to her. But that might not be the case. Although the difference in their realms was huge, Meow Xiao Meow was of the wind attribute. If she wanted to run, the flaming liger beast might not be able to catch up. Lightning flash. After Lin Xian landed on the ground, he formed a heavenly thunder flash and threw it at the flaming liger beast. Boom! The flaming liger beast was not afraid at all. It formed a fireball that exploded their car and shot it over. Lightning and fire collided, creating a loud explosion in the air. Whoosh! Lin Xian's figure was sent flying by the shockwave. Luckily, he landed steadily and only staggered a little. He did not fall. This meant that the power released by the flaming liger beast was stronger than Lin Xian's Earth rank 5-star demonic beast skill, Lightning Flash. It's quite powerful. Lin Xian wiped his mouth and his eyes were filled with battle intent. Lightning Thousand Blaze Slash. Purple lightning wrapped around Thousand Evils. The two looked at each other and charged at each other again. Wah! Roar! A painful roar broke the silence of the night, accompanied by a stream of blood. The moment the two brushed past each other, the flaming liger beast's body landed heavily on the ground. A beast is still a beast. Lin Xian raised Thousand Evils and slashed through the air. The Lightning Thousand Blaze Slash was accompanied by Lightning Sword Chi. Boom! Lin Xian was at the 2 stars of the Mysterious Heaven Realm, so he could fight against the 4 stars of the Mysterious Heaven Realm. With Lin Xian's outstanding combat ability and powerful martial skills, it would be easy to deal with the 4 stars of the Mysterious Heaven Realm. However, how much spirit energy would he need to consume and how careful he would have to be to avoid getting injured? It shouldn't be dead. Lin Xian was not sure if he could kill it with his strength. However, there was a difference of 2 stars after all. It should not be dead because he did not hear any system notification. Chapter 381. When the dust settled, the flaming liger beast was lying in a deep pit covered in blood. It was trying to get up. So fierce. Lin Xian couldn't help but be shocked. As expected of a mystic heaven realm 4-star demonic beast, it could still get up after being hit by such lightning. Roar. A powerful roar was released. Ah! Lin Xian immediately held his head. His mind felt like it was about to explode. Even Miao Xiaomiao was the same. Roar. Another angry roar rang out. Plop. Lin Xian directly knelt on the ground. He even threw out the myriad evils in his hand. This was the first time Lin Xian felt such mental pain. He felt that it was more fatal than the physical pain. If his body was in pain, he could grit his teeth and get up. But if his mind was in pain, he didn't have the qualifications to grit his teeth and endure. Was this the flaming liger beast's martial skill? Lin Xian felt that this martial skill was very useful, very awesome. If he also had such a martial skill, it would definitely be very powerful. Zzz. Lin Xian held his head with one hand and tried to condense lightning flash with the other. Right now, the flaming liger beast was also an arrow at the end of its flight. However, Lin Xian's lightning flash couldn't be condensed. It was 2F** king painful. Wait a minute. Suddenly, Lin Xian realized something. He didn't only have the lightning attribute. Inside his body, he used his spiritual power to activate the poison attribute he just obtained. An invisible poison quickly spread. The flaming liger beast was a demonic beast. Its senses were much stronger than a human's. It could feel a poisonous energy spreading. It tried to run away, but it couldn't. Blup. A few seconds later, the flaming liger beast's body fell to the ground and started twitching. Lin Xian and Miao Xiaomiao also recovered. Little Miao Miao, go finish it off. Lin Xian quickly said as he put away the poison attribute. Actually, it didn't matter if he didn't put it away. Even if Miao Xiaomiao was poisoned, Lin Xian could help her extract the poison. Miao Xiaomiao moved to Lin Xian's side and shook her head. No, I want to kill him myself. Then, a voice rang out in the quiet environment. Ding. Using all your strength to hit the big sisters but is considered a scumbag's behavior. Scumbag value plus 200,000. Miao Xiaomiao. It hurts. Miao Xiaomiao pouted and covered her but with her little hands. Of course she was embarrassed, but it hurt even more now. This bastard. Couldn't he be gentler even if he wanted to hit her butt? Hurry up. Lin Xian raised his hand again. Miao Xiaomiao quickly covered her little butt and ran away. Hurry up or you'll die. Lin Xian shouted. Got it. Miao Xiaomiao was very proud, and she didn't want to owe Lin Xian any more favors. She knew that Lin Xian wanted to give the experience to her, but she didn't want to. However, Lin Xian's attitude was firm. And Miao Xiaomiao thought for a while. Lin Xian used so much strength to hit and pinch her butt, so there was nothing wrong with this demon beast's experience as compensation. Thinking of this, Miao Xiaomiao didn't hold back with Lin Xian anymore. I was bullied to this extent by him, so it's not a problem for me to take some of his experience, right? Then Miao Xiaomiao squatted down and turned to look at Lin Xian. Hurry up. Lin Xian raised his hand again. Comfortable. Miao Xiaomiao might be young and petite, but her butt was still very nice to touch. Then Miao Xiaomiao's body trembled. Seeing Lin Xian's naughty expression, she made a decision and stabbed her sword into his vitals. Wah! Then Miao Xiaomiao's power rose. Arcane body 9th star. Miao Xiaomiao felt that tonight was going to be a wonderful night. She had just come over and she had already risen by 1 star. Although that bastard Lin Xian often bullied her and took advantage of her, and he was very bad, the kind that was bad to the core, he was still a decent man. For any cultivator, the thing that they couldn't give up the most was a demon beast's experience. This was a mystical heaven 4th star demon beast, so he was still a decent man. But then Miao Xiaomiao revealed a puzzled expression. The flaming liger's body was purplish-black, and the purplish-black color was still spreading even after it died. This was obviously poison. And Miao Xiaomiao stood up and scanned the surroundings. The surrounding plants had all withered. What just happened here? Why was there poison that destroyed the surroundings? It was Lin Xian. Miao Xiaomiao walked back and looked at Lin Xian. Did it feel good? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Miao Xiaomiao rolled her eyes at Lin Xian and asked, "What's with the poison? Kiss me and I'll tell you." "Get lost, bastard." Miao Xiaomiao stomped on Lin Xian's foot angrily. Then Lin Xian revealed a sly smile. He realized that one of the greatest joys in life was teasing girls. Especially when he saw the girl's embarrassed or angry expression, it felt even better. "Say it." Miao Xiaomiao pouted. Lin Xian said, "I know how to use poison. Some kind of poisonous spirit artifact. Kiss me and I'll tell you." "Humph." Miao Xiaomiao snorted proudly, then turned her head and walked forward. Her twin ponytails were especially cute. "Hee little Miao Miao, wait for me." Then Lin Xian chased after Miao Xiaomiao and held her hand. Miao Xiaomiao struggled and tried to break free, but she couldn't. This Lin Xian was becoming more and more impudent. "Don't move. I'll only be at ease if I hold your hand," Lin Xian said seriously. Miao Xiaomiao glanced at Lin Xian. "Like hell I'll believe you. Let go." "I won't let go." Lin Xian grabbed her little hand and squeezed it with all his might. Squeak! Miao Xiaomiao felt wronged. Why did she have to meet such a bastard? Those who didn't know would think that they were here for their honeymoon. "Let go, you pervert." Miao Xiaomiao shook again but still couldn't break free. Lin Xian ignored her and asked, "Little Miao Miao, has anyone ever told you that your hand is soft?" "Well, let go." "I won't let go unless you kiss me." "Ah." Miao Xiaomiao was going crazy. Lin Xian loved to see her go crazy. "Hey, you won't be able to react in time if we encounter any danger," Miao Xiaomiao said. "It's okay, I can teleport you away. Promise me no matter if we're fighting or doing anything tonight, don't let go, okay?" "Okay my ass, bastard." After that, Miao Xiaomiao gave up and let Lin Xian hold her hand. He had already held her hand and squeezed her butt. What else was missing? To be honest, this was already a good opportunity. The two of them were alone in such an environment. The sky was dark, and Lin Xian was holding her little hand. He had even pinched her butt. This kind of ambiguous atmosphere was more than enough. To be honest, Lin Xian was embarrassed. He was more embarrassed than any girl because Miao Xiaomiao was too young. But he had no choice. Lin Xian thought for a moment. He was going to make his move. Chapter 382. Ahem. Lin Xian coughed dryly. Actually, his previous actions had already given Miao Xiaomiao a lot of hints. He believed that Miao Xiaomiao knew what Lin Xian meant. "Little Miao Miao." "Say it." Miao Xiaomiao said angrily. Lin Xian squeezed her soft little hand, then stopped abashedly and looked at her. Oh my god. He wasn't shy with Ling Ying Han Chushue, or even Ling Long Shui, but he was shy with Miao Xiaomiao. What the hell was this? Miao Xiaomiao showed a surprised expression, then turned to look at Lin Xian. What was this guy doing? Lin Xian's old face couldn't help but turn red. Oh my god. He was confessing to such a small lowly. Was he a beast? But he had already done all the preparation work. There was no turning back. There's something I've been hiding in my heart for a long time. I've always wanted to say it to you, but I didn't know how to say it. Miao Xiaomiao. Wasn't this the prelude to the male lead's confession in those TV dramas? Felt Miao Xiaomiao's shyness. Scumbag value plus 10,000. Lin Xian only said one sentence, and he could already feel Miao Xiaomiao's shyness. Oh, there was a chance. Miao Xiaomiao's little face was red, as if she was waiting for something. She didn't know either. Then Lin Xian slowly reached out his hand and stroked Meow Xiao Meow's little face. Little Meow Meow, although you're still young, I don't know when I started liking you. I believe you can feel it too. Meow Xiao Meow lowered her little head and didn't say anything, but her little face was really too red. Even her ears were red. He really confessed to her. What should she do? What should she do? Meow Xiao Meow felt her mind go completely blank. She even felt like she was about to suffocate. Also, I've talked to your grandfather before. Your grandfather wants to marry you to me. He said that I'm the most handsome, charming, talented and promising young man he's ever met. That's what he meant. So tonight, I mustered up my courage to confess to you. Little Meow Meow, will you be my girlfriend? Not to mention Meow Xiao Meow. Even Lin Xian was nervous. Yes, no, no way. Meow Xiao Meow lowered her head and even forgot what she had just said. Alu. Ding. Confession failed. Scumbag man value. 100000. Lin Xian. Fail your mother. I'm not done with my confession yet. Lin Xian cursed in his mind. Lin Xian calmed himself down and continued to caress Meow Xiao Meow's face, causing her to feel strange all over. Don't touch me. Meow Xiao Meow mumbled in a small voice. Any girl would be like this when they were confessed to by the guy they liked. No, to be precise, only girls like Meow Xiao Meow would be shy, or Yi Lu Yufan. In short, a girl's heart must be reserved. Then do you agree to be my girlfriend? Lin Xian asked with a smile, then added, Your grandfather sold you to me. No way. Meow Xiao Meow mumbled. Confession failed. Scumbag man value. 100000. Lin Xian. No, you have to agree. Lin Xian said seriously. No way. I'm guessing 14 years old people don't want to date. Meow Xiao Meow mumbled. She didn't know why she rejected Lin Xian, but perhaps she knew that she liked Lin Xian in her heart. 14 years old, that's the age. In ancient times, 14 years old women were already mothers of 2 children. Meow Xiao Meow. She didn't even have the courage to look at Lin Xian. She was just that shy. No. Meow Xiao Meow's head shook like a rattle drum. Confession failed. Lin Xian's head hurt. This little girl is too reserved. What should he do? Be more forceful. Lin Xian wasn't sure if being forceful would have the opposite effect. If he knew, he wouldn't have confessed and waited for a better time. I'm joking. Then Lin Xian chickened out. Meow Xiao Meow. Wah! Is there something wrong with you? Are you kidding me? Can't you hold on a little longer or be more forceful? Maybe she'll agree. Don't you know that girls are reserved? Lin Xian felt that he should stop now and find another chance to confess tonight. After all, she was a little girl. If he failed, then so be it. Meow Xiao Meow lowered her little head and pouted. Let's go and level up. I'll see if I can reach Mystic Heaven Realm 3 stars tonight. Then Lin Xian hugged Meow Xiao Meow's tiny waist and walked forward. Meow Xiao Meow was still in a daze and followed Lin Xian woodenly. When she came back to her senses, she suddenly screamed. The scream pierced through the air. Then Meow Xiao Meow quickly struggled out of Lin Xian's big hands. You. Meow Xiao Meow pointed at Lin Xian, angry and embarrassed. She couldn't say anything. This guy actually hugged her. How despicable. What's wrong? Lin Xian was still playing dumb. You. Meow Xiao Meow really didn't know how to get angry. She could only stomp her little feet. Oh cute. It made Lin Xian want to push her onto the big rock next to them. Up ahead, they finally arrived at Mount Yunhua. This was a mountain range, so they had to climb up. Do you want to go up? Lin Xian turned to look at Meow Xiao Meow. Meow Xiao Meow's little face was still red. So cute. Let's go, of course. Meow Xiao Meow quickly said. This is a volcanic mountain range. It's hot, right? Can our shoes withstand it? Meow Xiao Meow. Maybe, Meow Xiao Meow said uncertainly. Lin Xian shook his head inwardly before climbing up. Give me your hand. Lin Xian stretched out his hand to Miao Xiao Miao. What are you doing? Miao Xiao Miao looked at Lin Xian warily and took a step back. This was a big bad wolf. I'll pull you up. No need, I'll do it myself. Miao Xiao Miao muttered and jumped up. She jumped even higher than Lin Xian. Lin Xian's mouth twitched. This little girl is on guard against me now. That's not good. How am I going to do it tonight if she's on guard? No, I have to take advantage of her. This Mount Yunhua wasn't very high. It was just a little steep, but it wasn't steep all the way. After you climbed up, it was basically an endless plain. Of course, it was the plain on top of the mountain range. There were demonic beasts on top. There were basically no demonic beasts when climbing. Little Miao Miao, give me your hand. Lin Xian stretched out his hand to Miao Xiao Miao again. Miao Xiao Miao wanted to cry. What was this bastard trying to do? No way. Go play in the sand. Miao Xiao Miao glared at Lin Xian and focused on climbing. Slap. When she passed by Lin Xian slapped her. Chapter 383. Miao Xiao Miao covered her burning butt and glared at Lin Xian, who was walking past her with a look of shame and anger. Bastard. This person is a bastard. Hit me if you want. Can't you use less strength? Ah whoosh. A fireball shot towards him from behind. Lin Xian turned his head and the fireball brushed past his ear before crashing into a small hill not far away. Boom. A piece of the small hill was blasted into smithereens. Lin Xian gulped. *CK. This little Miao Miao was ruthless. Hey! Lin Xian turned to look at Miao Xiao Miao. This girl glared at Lin Xian angrily and covered her butt with one hand. What if you hit me? Lin Xian looked at her and said. Tina. Too cute. You still want to hit me? I'll just blast you to death. Miao Xiao Miao gritted her teeth and said angrily as she slowly walked over. When she walked past Lin Xian reached out and pinched her butt. Miao Xiao Miao. Ding. Taking advantage of a young lady. The situation is quite serious. Scumbag value plus 300,000. Miao Xiao Miao had given Lin Xian a lot of scumbag value today. It was a bit comfortable. Miao Xiao Miao slapped Lin Xian's hand away and quickly retreated a few steps. She looked at Lin Xian with vigilance and anger. This bastard was getting more and more impudent. Now they were doing it so openly and openly. Ah, damn it. I'm going to the trial council to sue you for molesting a beautiful girl. Miao Xiao Miao pointed at Lin Xian and gritted her teeth. Her face was red and she was angry. No. I just wanted to rub it for you. After all, I used quite a bit of strength just now. Should hurt a bit. I wanted to rub it for you out of guilt. How did it become that thing you're talking about? Lin Xian said as if he was being reasonable. Can't you just die? Stinky hooligan. Just you wait, I'm going to tell big sister Linya. Just you wait. Miao Xiao Miao said angrily. Most importantly, she couldn't get angry at Lin Xian for taking advantage of her. Why was that? She was a beautiful and youthful girl. So why couldn't she get angry after being taken advantage of by Lin Xian? Say it. Come to my house if you have the guts. I can make you walk out crying. Lin Xian said. Scram. Miao Xiao Miao ignored Lin Xian and walked forward weakly. Of course, she kept a certain distance from Lin Xian so that Lin Xian wouldn't take advantage of her. Reaching the top, Lin Xian looked into the distance. Thick smoke rose everywhere, and some places were even visible to the naked eye. *CK. Wouldn't shoes melt instantly when you step on them? Lin Xian swallowed a mouthful of saliva as he felt the heat coming from the soles of his feet. It's fine if you don't step on those places. Those places are very thin, and there might be flowing lava a few centimeters below. But you can see it with a glance. Miao Xiao Miao reminded. Seriously, why did we have to come to such a place? If the 6 of them could have the same idea, and there was even a woman among the 6, then the chances of them being from the evil fiend temple were too high. Because the people from the evil fiend temple had the same idea. Evil fiend temple. Evil fiend temple. They're killing innocent people again. Miao Xiaomiao secretly clenched her fist. It was obvious that she was a little fairy who hated evil. Her heart was filled with a sense of justice, but any normal cultivator would hate the evil fiend temple. This was very normal. Lin Xian, do we have the strength to kill all of them? Miao Xiaomiao turned her head and asked Lin Xian. She could not sense the realms of those people, but subconsciously, she thought that Lin Xian was omnipotent. She felt that Lin Xian could see it. This was very normal. In the eyes of every girl, the man they loved was omnipotent. In fact, Lin Xian also wanted to act, but it was better to avoid trouble. Moreover, it was life-threatening. At this distance, the Eye of Cave Spirit could not detect their realms, so it was very uncertain. Let's forget it. Too dangerous. If we're not careful, we might both die here. Since there are evil fiend temple members here, let's leave Cloud Volcano and find another place to farm, Lin Xian said to Miao Xiaomiao. Chapter 384. He was not being a coward. He was being responsible for himself and Miao Xiaomiao. It was not to say that punishing the evil and upholding the good was the right thing to do. He knew that there was great danger, but he still wanted to stand up and fight like an egg against a rock. He felt that he was righteous and justice would not fall. He felt that he was very noble and noble. But he was a fool and he would only end up dead. Miao Xiaomiao nodded slightly. Although she wanted to make a move, she knew what the outcome would be. If they knew their realms and knew that they were weaker than the 2 of them, they would definitely make a move. But if they did not know their realms, they would only be sending themselves to death. After that, Lin Xian and Miao Xiaomiao quietly retreated. Where are the 2 of you going? At this moment, a mocking voice suddenly came from the top of the small hill above them. Lin Xian and Miao Xiaomiao were shocked and piqued. They didn't know when, but one of the 6 men had come up. At this moment, he was looking down at them with a mocking smile, as if everything was under his control. It was as if he was looking at 2 ants. This made Lin Xian especially unhappy. Mystic Heaven Realm 1 star. Lin Xian sneered in his heart. Spatial shackles. The man suddenly felt the space around him being shackled, and the smile on his face disappeared, replaced by panic. This daddy hates pretentious dogs like you the most. Don't you think that you're very awesome, that you're high above and that victory is in your hands? Idiot. After saying that, Lin Xian smiled disdainfully and threw a heavenly thunder flash over. Really, Lin Xian beat up these kinds of people whenever he saw one. He was like a fool, and he didn't know where his sense of superiority came from. Boom! The spatial shackles made it impossible for him to dodge. Heavenly Thunder Flash, an Earth Rank 5-star lightning attributed martial skill. In addition to the fact that Lin Xian's cultivation level was 1 star higher than his own, it landed firmly on his body. Even if he managed to block it, he would definitely be severely injured if not dead. Moreover, the injuries would be extremely terrifying. One had to know that the explosive power of an Earth Rank 5-star martial skill could cause ideal injuries even if it landed on a martial artist of a higher cultivation level. Otherwise, why were Earth Rank martial skills so rare? Otherwise, how could it be worthy of an Earth Realm martial skill? Not to mention the purple lightning, not to mention a cultivator of a lower realm than Lin Xian by 1 star. Ooh! The man spat out a mouthful of blood, but he did not fall because he was still trapped in the spatial shackles. Spatial compression. Following which, the figure was squashed into a meat patty by the compression of space before falling to the ground. Naturally, the EXP was given to Lin Xian. Miao Xiaomiao's mouth wide open. Wasn't this spatial shackles too invincible? It was indeed powerful. However, the main reason was because that person had been severely injured and was unable to resist the spatial compression. If it was someone who had not been injured, even if their cultivation level was 1 star lower than Lin Xian's, it would still be difficult for them to directly crush him to death. However, this spatial shackles could be used later. Even if the opponent could block it, it could still hit the opponent steadily. This was a good combination effect, but the prerequisite was that the opponent's realm was not higher than Lin Xian's. 1 star was probably the limit. Being trapped in the spatial shackles, even if the opponent's realm was the same as Lin Xian's, they should be able to break free as long as they burst out. It mainly depended on the mastery and purity of space. Therefore, although space was powerful, it still depended on the level of the opponent. Since they had been discovered, there were only 2 paths left. One was to use the spatial shackles to escape, which should not be a problem. The other was to kill. Whoosh whoosh whoosh, with 1 person killed, the other 5 quickly rushed over and appeared on the hill in an instant, looking at Lin Xian and Miao Miao. At this time, Lin Xian could also clearly see the cultivation levels of the 5 people. 3 Mystic Heaven Realm 1 stars, 1 Mystic Heaven Realm 2 stars, and 1 Mystic Heaven Realm 3 stars. How should he put it? To Lin Xian they were not strong. Individually they were not strong, but if the 5 of them came together, to be honest, Lin Xian was not afraid. It could be considered a relief. And the most perverse thing was that Lin Xian could see their attributes. The strongest attribute was the woman's ice attribute. The other 4 did not have any rare attributes. Miao 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 reached out and held the spirit weapon in her hand. She knew that they were going to fight. She did not hide behind Lin Xian just because her realm was lower. The 5 of them did not have any sad expressions because their companion had died at the hands of Lin Xian. Instead, they were very calm and indifferent, as if someone they did not know had died. Finally, a mystic heaven realm. What's the point of killing those mystic body realm? The woman licked her lips and stared at Lin Xian and Miao Miao Miao. Yo, what a beautiful little loli. Don't hurt this little girl. Wait until I'm done playing with her. A burly man looked at Miao 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 with an interested smile. Lin Xian, he's even more perverse than you. Miao 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 turned her head and said to Lin Xian, please don't compare them to me, thank you. Lin Xian said casually. Oh. Seeing that they could still talk so casually, the 5 of them were surprised. Lin Xian raised his head and glanced at them before saying, you must be from the Evil Fiend Hall. Since you've guessed that we're from the Evil Fiend Temple, why aren't you panicking? The woman was the strongest of the 5, the Mystic Heaven Realm 3 stars. It was obvious that she was the leader of this group. That's because I'm not afraid of you. Gee, the 5 of them sneered. Not afraid. It was true that he was strong enough to kill a Mystic Heaven Realm 1 star, but they could also feel that he was only a Mystic Heaven Realm 2 star. A Mystic Heaven Realm 2 star. Not to mention her, even the 3 Mystic Heaven Realm 1 stars could kill him together, so they were not worried at all. And Lin Xian was also the one who was not worried. Plop. At this moment the 3 Mystic Heaven Realm 1 stars fell to the ground at the same time and started twitching. The remaining 2 were shocked. There's poison. Be careful. The woman suddenly realized something and immediately covered her nose and distanced herself. The Mystic Heaven Realm 2 stars cultivator clutched his chest and wanted to run. Of course he could run. After all, he was also a Mystic Heaven Realm 2 star. The poison could not instantly make him lose his ability to move, but he was trapped in space. Before he could even react, another heavenly thunder flash directly electrocuted him. Miao Miao Miao's mouth was wide open. What kind of monster was this Lin Xian? Did he attack? What did he do? Why was there only one of them left who could move? You're tuning in to the Whispers of Romance YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.